it with fire, put it out with water, but now you're drowning. There's been a whole lot of trying, whole lot of crying, whole lot of telling me I should be dying or be like you, but I don't wanna be like you. There's been a whole lot of trying, whole lot of crying, whole lot of telling me I should be dying or be like you, but I don't wanna be like you. Cause I could do better. I could do better. I could do better than that. And you should know better. You should know better. You should know better than that. You're telling me I should go places.
Hey, what's up? Happy Saturday. What's going on? Hey, y'all. Hey. I hope y'all having a wonderful Friday. I'm sad. You hear me? About to say Friday. What up, Judge Shady and member? Thank y'all so much for being a member on the channel. I appreciate y'all so much. So shout out to my members. Hey, just read my book. Hey, girl. Hey, and member. Hey, cynical one. Happy Saturday. Hey, T Daniels. Hey, girl. Hey, what's going on? Happy Saturday. I hope you had a wonderful birthday celebration. Happy birthday to everybody born in April, okay? If you were born in April, I hope God bless you with all your heart desire, okay? And many, many more, okay? You know, it's always a blessing to see another year. So shout out to the April babies, the babies. Shout out to the replay peeps crew and all that good things. I had a rough week. What up, sassy moderator and member? Hey, girl. Hey, happy Saturday. Child, y'all, it's been a rough week. Girl, I done had a allergic reaction to either the hair products from the Donna's recipe or from these maple syrup sausages that I ate, baby. All I know is I am glad that the meds is medicating. Okay, and it's going down. Okay, I broke up in hives over my eyelashes, and my eyes was swollen, y'all. Baby, let me tell you. I was like, oh my goodness. So a girl was down Monday and Tuesday. I know I was supposed to pick up crafting with just read my book. So I'm so glad. Thank you so much for understanding and taking my rain check. We got to finish our Easter and Mother's Day 2-tier tray project. We definitely got to get that through. I had to cancel on my collaboration with my girl Marlene Motivates. So we will be coming on this Monday, 7 p.m. Eastern time. I got to work on the flyer for today so I could post it out there. So Marlene, if you catch this replay, send me a picture so I could do a flyer for our collaboration on Monday, this Monday, 7 p.m. Eastern time. Okay. Thank you, T. I appreciate you. I appreciate it. Okay. Because I was like, Lord have mercy. I'm relaxing. I'm relaxing this week too. Cleaning, cooking. That is what I'm doing as well. I'm gardening this weekend. Okay. I got a lot of things to get done. I'm finally going to do my taxes this weekend. So it's a lot that I need to push out and get it done, okay? Cuz I don't want to be penalized. Okay? So that's what I'm talking about. Working and all that. So how y'all been doing? How is your week? Thank you, Sassy. Right now I've been doing too much standing. Work has been busy, baby, running around. We had an event going on, so I was so busy with work all week and then being out sick that Monday and Tuesday, child. It's been a mess. I tell you, but God is good because I'm here. I'm breathing, I'm living. Okay. I still was pushing my way walking, which I shouldn't have. So now my knee is bothering me. Okay. Arthur is authoring getting on my nerves, but I'm all right because I'm here and I'm thankful and I'm blessed. Okay. I got my Netflix stuff lined up. I'm still catching up with some series. Listen, it's hard to, really get into the Netflix, especially when you're here and you're trying to support other content creators, watching videos and, being in the lives and all that stuff. But this weekend, I'm taking it a little slow. This week I took it a little slow, so I'm starting to get around to watching everybody. So thank you so much for the get well wishes, because yeah. So how have you been doing, guys? I hope you are having an amazing weekend thus far. Okay. Um, baby, I've been, just like I said, today I'm trying to plan on getting some recordings done. I've been cleaning out my phone. All right, cleaning out my phone and things, trying to get some recordings on and out and all that good stuff. So let me see something because I know I gave 5 away. And let me see. Let me give 5 more memberships. Let's see who's gonna get them. Hey. Welcome aboard, Kimberly Black, the cynical one. Dear Self, Jay Monet, Armin Brown. Welcome to the Comfort Crew. Memberships. Okay, take a look around. I hope you enjoy the memberships and I hope you choose to stay. If not, that's okay. We do have for paid members, I told y'all to hit me up because May, I told y'all I will come up with a date next week for our next sip and paints. Okay. You're welcome. Hey, Vibrant and Moderator. Hey, girl. Hey. Hey, the Green Vegan. Hey, girl. Hey, Big Brenda. Welcome. Welcome, Big Brenda. How are you? Hey, girl. Hey. I hope you're having a marvelous day. I hope you're having a marvelous day. So, shout out to everybody who received a free membership. I hope you enjoy it. I am trying to get, some dates for our next sip and paint. So I told you for the paid members, okay. And that's my way of giving thanks and giving back to you guys. I hope y'all saw the last sip and paint party. I posted a video of everybody who participated. So shout out to Between Pages, just read my book, and Linda B. Shout out for y'all for participating in the sip and paint. So I'm looking forward to the next one in May. I already have one who already sassy. I know you said you're going to join me in May. So don't forget, and I need 4 more, but I don't think I need 4 more because I think 2 people are going to rejoin us next month. That Green Vegan. So I think I need 2 more. So I'm willing to sponsor. Okay. Sponsor 4 new members, not new as in enrolled, but for because I sponsored 3 people last month, and so I'm going to do 4 for this month coming in May. So let me know on the community wall. So there is perks. We be having a good time. And I'm trying to do more stuff. So I owe y'all a live cooking on members. I told y'all my Kindle stopped working on me. All my books is on there. So we supposed to been doing motivational reading on the inspirational Saturdays or Sundays. My Kindle conked out on me. I have to take that to the shop. So I have so much catching up to do, which I will. So just bear with me. Yes, that green vegan, I am gonna have the date for our sip and paint party next week. So give me a time. I wasn't feeling well. Thank you so much for being a member for 4 months. Judge Shady, let me know, girl. Paint it. Listen, it was my first time doing sip and paint. You should join. Okay, so I need two more members, but I do know Just Read My Book is going to join us again. And I think Linda B says she's going to join us as well. So we're going to have some fun and have a good time. So I told you it's going to be either the third Saturday or the last Saturday of May that we're going to do the sip and paint. So we have time. Um that green vegan, I need you to create that wish list though and put your if you look in the description on the wall, I told you what is required so I could get your paint kit out to you, so we could just come on, have fun, sip and paint and talk and have a good time, y'all. you know that's all. I'm all about having fun. Life is too short, and I want to make sure that we are doing what all needs to be done, just to enjoy life and let our hair down. But thank you so much. I appreciate you. I appreciate all my members. But anyway, going forward, so I I do owe a live cooking. Yes, I do. Like I said, with me having that allergic reaction, y'all, it set me back. So I've been behind with editing videos and trying to drop videos and stuff like that. So just bear with me. I'm getting myself together, and I'm relaxing. So I thought I'd come on just to say hi to you guys, see what you guys are up to. Shout out to the birthday peeps and all that. I believe in enjoying life. Listen, it is nothing better than enjoying life, okay? Because it is too much going on in the world. And to be stressed about stuff that don't mean nothing, right? Don't mean nothing. Nathan, okay? Take care of yourself, your health, and wealth. Okay. And praise God and be glad in it. Every day you wake up, be glad in it. Okay. Trouble don't last always, but we can all get through it, get by with it each day. So what are y'all watching on Netflix? I got a lineup, y'all. So shout out to Brenda, Big Ben Brenda. She's been giving me some good shows to watch. She told me about Paradise. I haven't gotten around to watching that yet. Um American Family. Somebody told me about The Residents. So I'm gonna be doing that full in flash while I'm in here recording some videos. Yes, I had a allergic reaction, Vibrant. It started Sunday. Right. And I started using Donna's recipe, Tabitha Brown's hair stuff, but her shampoo and all of the other stuff been fine. Well, I haven't tried the edge control yet. I haven't tried. So I tried her hair and scalp oil, and I tested on one side. I was okay. So it's between that or the maple syrup sausage that I ate. And I'm seeing, both of them. Maple is the key component. So yeah, I went to urgent care. I had to end up going to urgent care Tuesday morning. I should have been took my butt, but my eyes was swollen, baby. Hey, foot soldier. Hey, girl. Hey. My eyes was swollen, baby. When my throat started itching and my tongue was feeling funny. That's when I knew. I woke up. I was like, okay, it's time to hit the emergency room because Benadryl wasn't working. And I had hives all on the top of my eyebrows, under my eyebrows, above there. It just broke out in hives, baby. So something, I think it's that maple sap. I think those two key components. So I guess it said, okay, you got the maple sap in your hair. And my daughter, she was reading the ingredients on her hair stuff. And that was one that was in there, maple sap. And I remember when I did my allergy test years ago, it was something about maple, but it was a particular thing. And of course, it wasn't high on my allergy list. Like, I'm highly allergic to cats, um, pet dandruff, dust mites, shellfish, and those are the the four high components. But this one, maple was very low, but I guess because I had it in my hair, I tested out a portion of my hair that on Saturday, then I finished it up. Remember, I told y'all when I was crafting that my hair was, that's why I didn't come on camera, because I put some in a little section of my hair, so I wasn't finished. So since I didn't have any reaction to it, I finished it up Sunday and put it in there. And then I felt later on Sunday night, I felt a little irritated, right? I felt a little irritated, but it wasn't noticeable. So let me say, I really didn't feel any kind. My eyes, I thought it was just my regular allergies. My eyes were getting itchy. So it felt like my allergy. Then I made that maple sausage, baby, and I ate it 2 days in a row. So I think my body said, "Oh, you think it's a game?" Boom. And next thing you know, by Sunday night, I felt the pressure on my eyes, right? But I didn't really notice any much swelling. But then when I woke up Monday, my daughter was like, "Oh my God, Mom, did you look?" I said, "Yeah, I looked." She was like, "You don't see your eyes?" And I was like, "Yeah, it's a little puffy, but I thought, you know." Next thing you know, girl, I felt these bumps up there, the hives, they just started popping out. Pop, 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 pop. I was like, "Oh shit. Oh my God. Oh my God." Right. That's what I thought. Just read my book, um, Maple Tree Pollen. But then next thing you know, like the lady she was like, "Mom, you should have went to the urgent care. You should have went to the hospital on Monday. You waited. What if you didn't wake up?" And I know that's sad. She was like, "You can't wake up in your sleep to give you your use your EpiPen." And I know. So I say, yeah, I gotta stop playing around, because when by the time I woke up Tuesday, that doctor was looking at me like I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go to work after this." She was like, "Go to work?" She was like, "No, I think you need to go home and let the medicine work." Okay. So yeah, Vibrant, that was my struggle. So the swelling finally, you know, went down. They gave me a whole bunch of pills on the first day. And then of course I'm on this prednisone. So I've been doing the prednisone and taking it easy. Anyway, enough about me. I'm glad I'm here. I'm glad that I'm feeling better. My eyes are, much better. It's still a little puffy, but it's not as puffy as they used to be. Yes, guys, please check out my Amazon store. Okay. I've been putting stuff on my store, especially with my hydroponic growing systems, my indoor gardening. I got me a new baby. I posted that. I just planted some herbs in that one. It's cute. It's so small. And so you can start out small, okay? So yeah, that vegan, yeah, that green vegan. That's why I haven't really, been I haven't set any dates or anything yet. I'm trying to get together to do that. I still want to get with you, that green vegan, so we can do a collaboration. I told you I wanted to talk about some budgeting, girl. Okay, I would love to do some a budgeting live. So we can, I know you know a lot. I know a lot some other content creators. So if you're busy and you can't, I understand. Um let me see. Your Amazon link isn't in the description. I thought I put it in the description. You sure? I think it is in the description. I think it is. But congratulations to everybody who did receive a membership. Let me see. Oh, sorry. I thought I had put it in the description. I'll put it in there after I get off. But yes, check out my Amazon store. Things that I buy for the house, and all that stuff, my crafting, things like that. I put it on there. I make a small percentage off of it, and it's no cost to you, of course, except for what you're purchasing off the list. And guess what, y'all? Arrow Garden is back in business. Okay, Arrow Garden is back in business. I am so happy. I'm so glad. It's not working, really? The link is not working, huh? I don't know why it wouldn't be working. Hold on. That's weird. What is this number in your pocket? I remember when you. I'm checking it out. It's popping up for me. Yeah, it's popping up for me. I don't copy. Now this is the link to the gardening stuff. But yeah, it's popping up for me. I don't know why. But this is the link for the gardening. I would start off, if you're new to it, I would start off with the smaller machine, which is the Sprout, so you could get a feel of it. You can, grow herbs in there, or get um, the Arrow Harvest. I have the Arrow Harvest 2.0, but they have a regular Arrow Harvest. And so say they have a lot of machines on sale right now. So yeah. I don't know why it wasn't working. See if that link works. I'm down for doing it. Okay, great. So I'll get with you later. That green vegan. So we can do a budgeting live. I would like to learn more. I have been really, really conscious. If you could give me a thumbs up, y'all. If y'all don't mind, I appreciate y'all. I appreciate it. If you could give me a thumbs up, I appreciate it. But anyway, but if not, listen, I ain't forcing nobody, okay? It showed me a picture of a dog named what? I had to go hunt it down. I'm so sorry. I don't know why the link was not working. My apologies. Hey, Linda B. Hey, girl. Hey, welcome. Happy Saturday. So yeah, I would love to do that with you. I want to learn more about budgeting. I have been watching a lot of videos, but I would love to go deeper into the topic, so that I can share with my family over here, the Comfort Crew, and we can talk about different things, budgeting. But I think I'm gonna do that on my other channel, because that's where we'll have some topics and things of discussions about different things in life. And one thing we need to be focused on is budgeting and trying to live a little frugal. I know myself, I have been trying. It's a task, and learning different ways of saving money, and all that stuff. I want to get back into couponing, because it was a blessing for me. Hey, just Andrea. Hey, girl. Hey, welcome to the live. Hey, under new management. Hey, boo. I just gave you one. I hope you're doing well. What did you just give me? Under new management. What did you just give me, hun? Huh. I don't know why that link was not in there, but okay. Yeah, the Amazon store is pulling up for me, for the link. So I don't know why it isn't working for you guys. And so I apologize. So the link that I did just put in there um is to the Amazon store, but that was for the gardening, and then this link is for all the rest of the stuff. Sorry, I'm getting thrown off. I'm trying to make sure I catch everybody. TC, happy Saturday. Hey girl, hey. Hey Miss Parker. Hey girl, hey. I've been enjoying your lives. Great live. Okay, great live. The links I'm dropping is to my Amazon store. Shop around. Okay. Um, and I've been enjoying your live, Miss Parker. Great lives and really interesting. Some of it be too touchy for me, girl. Because especially when it comes to the babies and the abuse and stuff, child. But I be there in the clouds and or I'll step away and keep you running. But I have been enjoying it, enjoying it, enjoying it. Okay, so great content. I hope that it is helpful, learning different things. People have all different kind of content, sharing the news. Shout out to Ronnie Q with the news. She be coming through news that you can use. And like I said, with the budgeting, I'm sure we can all learn a thing or two when it comes to budgeting, especially in a time like this. We don't know where we're heading, but I know we need to be saving. Our gardening, I have been saving a lot on, you know, um, growing my own lettuce, my veggies, and herbs, and I'm looking to expand much, much more. Now, the light bill, been tinkering, but I'm gonna see what it comes to. Like I said, this one that comes in, but I think it came from the heater that I was having this small heater being directly on it, which I don't need it because it's still been sprouting and doing its thing. So thank you, thank you, thank you. So anyway, yes, like I said, I just came on here to check in for a little bit, to say hello, let y'all know that I'm doing better. Okay, letting you know that I'm doing much better. My allergies and my allergic reaction is under control, and so I'm back, and I'll be pushing out so much more content when it comes to cooking and setting up that cooking live so I could do that live cooking for you guys and also live cooking on my members only. So if you're not a member, come over and join us because we're going to plan on having a lot of fun this summer. There's a lot of perks. I do a lot of different things. I also will be planning another trivia night coming up for the channel for everyone, not just members. So trivia, I'm trying to decide which evening I'm going to do that. Please be looking forward for me and Marlene Motivates. We will be coming live this Monday, okay, at 7 p.m. Eastern time, doing a collaboration. Hey Jill, I had a video with 500 views and lost 200 views overnight. What? Oh my God. I wonder why. I wonder why. That sucks. I don't know why. I can't. I don't even know. Not all around the world, just some places. Now, what did I miss? I'm trying to catch up on the post. So okay. So I'm not gonna be long because I need to start recording some videos. I have some recipes that I am going to um push out this weekend. I also have to plant some seeds that I have. So there is the link for a minute if you want to come up and chit chat for a little bit. I did. I never heard of that though, that green vegan. And I am so sorry that that happened to you. I wouldn't know why they would take those views from you. Listen, let me tell you something. The engagement to grow your channel, I'm telling you, I know you got to push, push, push. And that is a big thing for me is the going live all the time. I can't, I don't know. When I do a live, it's very, very tiring and draining sometimes. And so you got to be ready for it. Okay. You got to have your mind wrapped around it. So shout out to y'all who be live all the time. Okay. Who be pushing it and doing it and ripping it. That is a blessing. Let me put this up because I heard they have been doing some uh you know bombing and stuff. TC, is that you?
That is me. It is I. You know what's up, Edu?
Deborah, hey, happy Saturday. How are you? How are you on this dreary day? Because it's raining
It,
here.
it is excellent. Listen. I'm loving it. I like when it rains.
Oh yeah, I ain't mad at the rain either, girl. But it's just sure it's a little dreary. Come on now. TC,
You,
I heard you over there this morning over at Big Brenda's listening. I was tuned in. I heard your folks cutting up.
you listen, Philly. That's hey. There you go. There you go. I know. I look big there. What's going on there? Oh, okay. There it is. What the hell?
You like what's going on?
I mean, but Philly's getting ready to, you know what I mean. So I'm just telling people, listen, we're getting ready to get the Norwegian cruise, the whole 9 yards. Now people from New York and Jersey and like anywhere from the South to from DC on up, Virginia on up, come to Philly. We got the ports, yo. We
Okay,
got
so
it.
what are we coming to Philly doing?
Everything. The Roots concerts coming up. You know what I mean? Welcome America. Welcome Philip. Well, whatever it is, it's welcome something. Anyway, it's a lot. Welcome, damn it, just welcome. The world. Listen, for you ladies who are single, ready to mingle for some men. Okay, I'm gonna be the madam. Okay, the World
Uh-oh.
Cup is coming to the city of Philadelphia. And that's soccer. Now, see, what the world don't understand is that in
Uh-oh.
America we love football. We get that. Ain't no thing like basketball a little bit. Those that but the world likes soccer. Okay, and so the World Cup is coming to Philadelphia. So for you ladies who are single, ready to mingle, and don't worry about swirling. Look, get look,
Oh
mm-mm.
my goodness. We're
Now
now
I'm
my
gonna
daughter plays soccer in school.
okay,
Hmm.
okay. And see, I'm gonna be a madame. Hmm.
Oh, you madam.
Madame,
Okay. Oh
right?
Lord. What does
Yeah.
this consist of? Oh,
I am
ooh.
going to be. Your network determines your net worth. So
You
my
better
guys,
say that again. You
okay,
better
your network determines your net worth.
boom.
So I'm getting these guys they're making good figures, y'all. Okay, so for you ladies who are single, ready to mingle, want some men,
I'm packing right now. Let me go get my
let's
bag. Look,
pack.
let me.
I'm vetting them right now. You understand me? And they cute too. Now this is what I
Now,
want.
when is this soccer ball? Listen.
Next
You
year, 2026, the World
2020.
Cup in Philly. So y'all got some
Oh, I
time.
might be married by then. Shit. If it
If
works
everything
out,
goes right, I got
if
you.
it goes
I
right,
want.
let me curve that back. Okay, I'm
Hey,
still,
listen.
it might go right. I gotta just, keep.
Do your thing.
Yeah.
If you're gonna be, at that point,
Let
I
me hush
God,
my mouth before I get in trouble.
uh, and that was, uh,
Yeah,
uh,
let me
uh,
shut up before I get in trouble.
uh. Howsoever,
But yes.
I have some folks, and I'm vetting them. I'm vetting them right now. Okay.
And they already in town.
No, 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 no. See, it's planning. This is the planning stages.
Okay,
Chill.
okay,
Okay, this is the
okay,
planning stages.
okay.
And I'm doing the other side. I'm doing the other side, the recreation,
Okay.
the tourism and all of that
And
ism.
what month? What
I
month
think it's
is
July.
this? Oh,
Mhm.
July.
But they'll be here, the I guess the soccer teams and all, they'll be here way before July, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, yeah.
Them legs strong.
Oh,
So the
They're
pounds might
cute
not
too.
count.
And
The
these
pounds might
ones,
not count.
listen, these little swirly things they got now. These little white boys and these little the whatever they are, other people and other ethnicities and stuff. You know, Trinidadians, the ones from Turkey, Pakistan, the Africans, the West Indians, Puerto Ricans, Guatemalans, Ecuadorians.
Oh
They
no.
be cute little things. You see what I'm saying? They cute. They put mousse and stuff on their head. They be trying to
Now
keep up.
I'm just joking because I need somebody who I need somebody who's in the state in the America. I
Listen, they
don't
all
want.
want to come to America. That's
Oh
what.
no, I ain't about to be no gatekeys. You ain't got no
Ah,
key
here you
through
go. Well,
me.
what the hell do you want? Damn it.
I don't want that. You got to be citizen already.
Okay,
Okay,
well,
are you citizen already and not looking to marry to get in it? No, 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 no. I'm trying.
well, I'm not trying to do all of that.
I
I'm
know.
trying to.
I know. I know
And
where you at. Your head and heart is in the right place,
that's all.
And especially,
Cause
listen, is
why not be bicontinental then? Why can't you get? You know what I mean?
oh my God, foot soldier, you was misbehaving, Lord, Lord. Under new management, I was trying to ask you, what did you do already? Did you like the video? That's what you were saying. You like the video? Okay, thank you for liking the video.
Like the
Look, now she
video.
got me talking in accents and let me get back to
Look,
America.
listen, Linda.
Listen,
Listen,
Linda.
Linda.
Look,
Okay, so for those,
she ready to be like a bree.
yes, for those that need, I'm already a madame. Okay,
A
and so
madame.
what I ain't
Okay.
going to be doing, I ain't going to. If hell, I mean, if I can't hook my damn self, then I might as well try to hook somebody else up because,
Did you
But
see what that green vegan put? Look
what
on the
she say?
screen. Talking about
No,
they gonna run away once they get.
no, 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 no. See, I'm gonna have. Listen, if y'all age group don't want them, I got some 60 and 70 year olds that's about it. Okay,
Oh, oh.
and they cute. Listen, listen. I just went to my accountant. Right now, my accountant is 80 something years old, and she told me, she said, look, because listen, my hair is gray, right? And she don't play that. She said, I don't play that gray hair BS. Okay, you can have all that. You too young for that. You need to go ahead and color that head and all that whatnot, whatnot. And she said, cause I get some. And you should see her. She looking all cute, good and cute and all of that. And she was like, listen, I don't want them if they're over 65.
I know that's right. She said
She said,
why I
cause they
was.
can't keep up with me. I
Oh
said,
no,
what?
that's right. She
I
better.
say, well, my Lord have mercy. I
Well,
said, you
I
better
love
grow.
my grays. I ain't dying them. I love them.
I do too.
They are.
I do
It
too.
is. It is what it is. And I
Yeah.
said because I learned the more you start trying to cover them, child, the more they keep popping out.
Don't they? Look
And
there.
yeah, mm-mm, mm-mm.
Because
I'm
Miss
gonna
Gray is a
embrace them.
gangster.
That's
They are.
right.
They're a
Embrace it.
gangster.
Listen, I love and it's beautiful once it start really growing out
And getting
to
silver.
and getting silver, baby.
Ooh. Ooh.
I'm all right with it.
No
Okay.
diggity. Because I got that purple. I had a purple shampoo and stuff. You know, just read my book. Told me about that purple shampoo, and
What purple shampoo?
it's this purple shampoo you put in your hair that makes the it makes it, instead of gray, it makes silver.
Somebody else, somebody at my job was saying because they had, but there wasn't silver though. Look, I said, I think you put too much of it in your hair because it was actually, I said, you probably put too much of the purple. Hey, Very Carrie. Hey,
Hey,
Gray.
Mary Carey, what's
Happy
going on?
Saturday, love.
No, so what? No, so what I do, I gotta, I just gotta it's not all the way there yet, but it's coming along.
Okay.
It's
Well,
coming along.
I'm embracing my gray hairs. Okay.
Yes,
I'm
good stuff.
embracing my gray
What's
hairs
up,
and
Dolly?
enjoying it. Now,
What's
what you
up? What's
said?
up?
Do the
Yeah,
carpet
coming in.
match the drapes? Do what carpet match the drapes?
What? Who's talking?
That green vegan.
You know what?
What carpet what carpet are you speaking
Green
of?
vegan. What kind of green stuff are you?
Yeah, she over there on them energy drinks. What's going on with the green? I'm just going to stay in my rocket chair. What? Where is
Who's
safe?
that?
I'm not messing with TC. Foot soldier.
No, for
Foot
soldier. I
soldier.
need you as security. You're gonna be the madame. Uh, uh, you're gonna be the consiglia, madame.
See, and that's what I mean. The more you put, listen, I'm embracing my gray. Carrie said, "Oh no, not the gray hair." Carrie, we know you want the fountain of youth to remain forever. We know, Carrie. Okay, Carrie, who already low on the digits, who complains about a pinch of fat, a pinch,
I
while
know,
we
right?
trying to while we trying to get off pounds and
Girl.
pounds. She up there complaining about a pinch of
Nah, I
fat.
ain't trying to get off no more. I'm good now. I'm good. Good, baby.
Right. It was
Good, baby.
I. Hey, dear self. Hey, talent. Hey, talent. What's going on, talent? Hey, dear self. It was I. I gave out free memberships. So,
Oh,
dropped
thank
free
you.
memberships. So, yeah, welcome to Members Lane.
It's
Uh,
members only.
uh. You know
It's a
what? Did
private
you see the
party.
paintings we did? I
I
posted.
saw. I'm
We
telling
had
you.
it is so cool. I said I would do a live, and I mean it's all on y'all. Y'all, if y'all want to do a regular sip and paint
Ooh,
for
sip.
everybody to just join in, and we could just have some good times. It could be, you could be drinking Alka Seltzer. All I care, it don't have to be drinks.
That a fizz. What's it? Plop, plop, fizz, fizz. Oh, what a relief it is.
Okay.
See, they don't know nothing about that good old commercial marketing with some songs in it. Only thing they don't know about that stuff. This young people don't know nothing about that. Plop,
uh,
plop, fizz, fizz. Oh, what a relief
Maurice
it
hit it.
is.
Ooh, listen, and have you feeling nice and
Hmm.
clean out your inside, get some little all that. Child, I ain't even gonna talk about cleaning
Got
because
to,
baby,
baby.
it's been a lot going on.
It's been a lot. But you know
It's
what?
been a lot going
I
on.
just finished my fast for Ramadan because I
Oh, good.
started.
How do you
I,
feel though?
I feel absolutely amazing. Let me tell you something. I started a week before Ramadan, and then I said, you know what? I'm gonna finish up a week after because when you're a leader, let me tell you what leaders have to do. We go in early and we leave late. You understand what I'm saying? When you're a leader. And so what I decided to do was to go ahead and start early, start before everybody, get in the flow, get in the mix.
Mm-hmm.
And then after everybody, and I continue. So yesterday was my last day, and I'm telling you, it was amazing. It was
That
so
is,
It's a
I'm
spiritual
glad.
journey. I'm not Muslim or anything, and but however, Muslims, we I embrace the spiritual journey of it all. Um, and I had a breakthrough. I had about 3 or 4 breakthroughs. And that
Mm.
it was amazing. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
good, and that's what you
Yeah.
need. At a lot of us need a
What's up, sexy?
like a restart. Look at this one. Look at this one. Room shaker. Hey, girl.
Come
Hey.
on inside. You know it. Are you done? I came to
Mm-mm.
see you.
Ooh. Look at her flirt.
This
You know what? I
ooh,
can't.
ooh.
I cannot.
I gotta get
Look,
in with her.
she's showing y'all her madam skills.
This the one right here though. This lady know how to cook too. Shoot,
Look,
I know y'all
T
mean.
is showing y'all her
Yeah,
madam skills right now. Hey, sexy.
she said
Oh
she is.
Lord.
You should see her.
I came here for you, girl. You ain't know that lady was coming. Yeah.
I didn't even know she was here today.
You a mess. I came here for you.
Girl,
And only
mm. And she's sexy too.
you.
Let me tell you something. She about I ain't gonna even say how old she is. However,
Dear
um,
self, behave. You are this my wild one down here.
I would be
Child.
in. Let's see, she would
She
be.
is wow. That is TMI, girl. Don't nobody need to know about your Goldilocks.
Uh-oh. Hey.
Well, it's not gold anymore, as you're saying it. Child, I
But
gotta.
here, this spiritual journey, Jill, has really it has been amazing and very effective on a lot of levels. So yeah, so I'm just saying that I'm glad that it's over, but in a way I'm like, nah, I'm still gonna continue on dates. Let me tell you something about dates. Anybody out there like dates? I love dates. It is a fruit that they're the ugliest looking fruit. They look like
My daughter
watermelon.
eat a lot of dates. She has two. I am not lying. There's two big containers right here on. I ain't
Really?
lying. Two big
Okay.
ones. She went to Whole Foods and brought
There
these
you go.
two big containers of dates. And they sitting there. She be tearing them up. Dates are very good for you, though. It's
They're
really healthy.
excellent.
Hmm.
They're excellent. And if you can, try to eat an odd number of them before you eat your dinner. Eat an odd number of dates, three, five, or seven, and some water before you eat your dinner.
Mm,
And let it go. Dates, odd number of dates, and some water.
mm, okay.
Okay. Yeah.
That part, foot soldier. A lot of people need therapy, and a lot of people do. And you all we could do
Absolutely.
is just pray that they take and before those be snatched away.
Yeah.
So you better use the health insurance that is in place before it'd be hard for us to get help when we really, really,
That's true.
need it. So we better act. And you know what? Live life. Don't run around in this world stressing over stuff that we can't afford, but just be wise. Don't be wasteful. Like
Mm-hmm.
don't
That's
go
good.
as if I'm not saying live life like nothing's going on. Just try to improve the ways that we view things and think of things and try to, work a little differently. Work for your good. Okay. Work for your good is what I'm saying. So I don't want y'all
Exactly.
sitting here running around here stressing about things that we can't change and living in fear. That's a sin to live in fear. You know that. Do not live in fear because what is going to be, and you're going to have to adjust it.
Mm.
We have adjusted to so many circumstances in life because and we made do and we survived.
Absolutely.
We are survivors. We don't give up. Uh, uh, uh,
That's
uh.
it.
Okay, so that's it.
Ah,
All you got to do is just say, this too shall pass. What else can I do? Exit A, B, C. That's why it's so true, y'all. Y'all got to have a plan A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Keep going. Don't stop
exactly.
and say
Don't
C
stop.
is good enough, D is good enough. There's never nothing good enough. You need a backup plan for the backup plan. Okay?
Exactly. And when something doesn't work out, okay, take a minute, take a minute or two. You might need to, revamp, reset yourself, but don't stop and don't get to, oh, woe is me. Don't nobody like me. They don't want to support me. And yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hey,
All that
Kimberly
kind of
Boo.
get out of here. Come on, do what you do and get it done. Don't worry about it.
Exactly, exactly. And yeah, that's what most of us should be. Fear of
Right.
yourself, because we overthink things. And we are our worst critics
True.
at times of anything going on. We think we not good enough. We don't have enough. We use all the excuses of the in the can't in the
Exactly.
can't without saying can't. You think you're not good enough, you don't have enough. I'm too small, I'm too big, I'm too this. Stop it. Stop it. There's something for everybody, even though if it's
Thank
even
you.
if it's something for everybody,
Hold on, hold on.
and it
Excuse me,
might
ma'am.
not be. Look, here she go,
Yo, yo.
child.
What up?
Ooh.
Hey. Okay.
Ooh, TC.
Yeah.
You don't let the ghetto, yo, what the in the all the ghetto,
Now that's the ghetto one getting in
the
her
ghetto,
escalator and shit.
yo, I ain't hear that. It's so,
See, I didn't want y'all to see me
and
like that. You know what I'm
I
saying?
don't, and why? Because I don't answer to that. You ain't talking to me. I be still
Yes,
going,
you are. If,
baby.
if I say yo yo, what's up? You got to me. Yo
Nah, I
yo.
keep it moving, girl. I don't even barely answer when I hear people say Jill. Girl, I still be moving like I'm like they
Shit.
ain't say Jill because I be like, I don't.
Okay.
That yelling and
Rhythm
they
Nation.
be all
Okay,
yelling out the
Rhythm
car.
Nation. I'm gonna call you Rhythm Nation.
What?
And listen, I'm gonna tell you one thing.
Why?
If they don't answer, it's gonna be hard to pay. I'll tell you that damn much. Okay. Okay.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah. What I do for
That sound like a y'all problem.
no, it ain't a y'all problem. It
Hey,
ain't
you
a
got to chill.
shit. It ain't.
You
After you don't want to answer me, that's wonderful. Keep it and the freak and the moving. It's okay. Cause I tell you who gonna need who before the day is out. Yes, ma'am. Okay. Okay.
I'm glad I don't have those issues.
I know that's correctness.
They just be like, look, let me just, because that
Right. That's just right. That's
is a
right.
New York thing, okay? Because that's the best way to get checked off my list is screaming and hollering. And, that's,
Okay.
I mean, because I'm a little shy, believe it or not. Believe it or not, I am. TC,
Okay.
listen,
Okay.
listen, when I'm like
You
out and
that's shy.
about and stuff like that, I'm so shy. I do not be, I'm loud when I'm
Yes, you
around
are.
my peoples, like it just us, but let outsiders or it's other faces and eyes in the room. No, I don't do that. I be sitting here looking around, paying attention. Hey, Christopher. And I'm
Hey,
quiet
hey.
because I'm observing and I'm looking around and I'm like, and they be like, girl, I be like, Girl, my friend be like, you gonna stop this Bucci bullshit right now? How you
Yeah.
just turn it off and on like that? I'm like, yeah, because
Mm,
it's a place. Listen, there's people and a place for everything. And
yes, there is.
I don't want all eyes on me. I don't want all eyes on. I'm not the one who like want to be in the room, like, look at me. No, and if I am like that, I done had way too much to drink, girl.
Oh,
That
okay.
means I'm turned the hell. That means I'm turned way up. If you catch me being loud and all over the place and just don't give a fuck, yeah, then I'm drunk. I'm drunk. But I'm not gonna be, yeah. And it's crazy because we opposites. I rock with a lot of, especially me and my bestie. She is like that. She is loud. Like she don't care where it's
Yeah,
at.
I'm out in the street. Her folks, no, they gotta hear me, so I gotta be loud. What the fuck? I'm dealing with cars, the ambulance and shit.
Yep, she the
Everybody,
same way, TC.
yeah.
She the same way. She's like,
You know what
and
I'm
I
saying?
be like, it's like she like, oh my God. Listen, if you only knew, if you could just go under that car seat, you would. She was like,
I know that's
if you
right.
see yourself sliding in the seat, she was like, I'm gonna record you one day. She was like, because your body literally just be like, I want to be invisible. I want to be invisible.
Lord.
Cause she be loud.
God.
She get out the car and be like, oh girl, what you want? You wanna why you couldn't ask me that all in the car? Like, why are you waiting until you get out
Cause
the
it's
car
easier.
to scream back? That makes
Because your lungs
no
need to
sense.
scream sometimes. It's okay. Ah,
Ah,
see
okay.
how it
I
works?
see you two
That's
get along then. Yeah.
yes.
You sound just like her. Oh my God.
And
That's why we don't,
when
that's why
people
me
meet
and TC bicker. I noticed this. This is why, this is because she sounds just like my bestie right
but
now.
you
I'm
know
not
what?
lying.
When I'm with my mother, because my mother is very
Hey,
quiet out in the
Muffy.
street.
Go
Hey,
ahead.
she's quiet out in the street, and I'm total opposite. And
See?
so people be like, "How come that's your daughter? That's your mom?" And they be like, "She's so loud." And I be like, "Yeah, okay." And you heard me though, didn't you?
You
And my
see,
mother's
you heard what you saw what Foot Soldier said. Pay attention, y'all. She's the one that's gonna get you. She's the one that's gonna get you a man.
You're damn right. That's right, foot soldier. Exactly. That's right. Any dudes coming around? Let me see. Cause
Oh no,
that's
we
easy. I could make them do
what's going
anything.
on, Muffy? Y'all
What's
crazy.
up?
Listen, she one of those friends. She's that one who be like, "What's up?"
What's up, yo? Yeah. People, yes. Shoot.
No, you gotta pipe it down.
For
Nah.
what?
That's when you are secluded, you're home, chilling with your homies, like not out in public.
If
Mm.
I'm secluded chilling, then I'm chilling. When I'm out in the street, I'm acting like I'm supposed to.
Street
Normal,
life
loud.
is the only life I know. Street
That's right.
life. Look,
That's
I need you to bring that down
street
some.
life.
You better behave. Listen, if I meet you, TC, I got you on watch because I am not. As soon as you look like you're about to yell, I am. Mm-mm, I'm a beeline it somewhere else.
I got
See,
it.
now TC gonna do it on purpose.
I am. I'm trying to find somebody to talk to, but
TC
everybody
gonna do
literally
it on
doesn't know me.
purpose. See, good. She gonna do it to irk my nerves.
Just to
That's what
irk
it is.
your
Sitting there talk
everlasting.
about something. What's up? Hey.
Yeah.
But that was
What's up?
slick though. That was
Yo,
that old
yo.
school. That was that old school one. Talk about I came this for you. I
I
was like, no,
did.
you did.
You damn right I did.
You
I
are a
didn't even.
mess.
Whew.
You are a hot mess, TC.
Let me tell you something. I fell in love
Mm,
with her chicken salad.
not the
She
chicken salad.
she made some chicken salad the other day.
Oh
Um,
God.
and let me tell you something. That's all it took.
What she put in it? She put her feet
Crazy.
in it?
She put some craisins in it. You know what I mean? I
Some
like
what?
craisins in
Oh.
chicken salad.
Oh
But
no,
no, but it was
see.
no, but it was yo, she old school. It was very good. And you know what
In the
she brought?
chicken salad.
Yes, the chicken salad. Yes.
Yes, Christopher, that what's up with it, but like Super Bowl, you remember that? What's up?
What's
What's
up?
up?
See,
That's
ain't nobody even coming down the street now.
TC
These
hanging.
people, I'm hanging
Mm-mm.
out in the street, 52nd Street.
TC hanging with the wrong people putting raisins in chicken salad.
No, it's craisins. It was good.
Oh, crazy.
Not crazy.
I'm about to say, what?
I ain't gonna say nothing to her. She Muslim.
You know what? I'm surprised you ain't. Salam alaikum.
Salam alaikum.
You-
Girl. No. Yo, they don't like me because they be saying salam alaikum when I say fat back and bacon. And so then that's how I'm out.
Oh, oh
I'm out the
yeah, you
club.
got kicked out real
I
quick.
got kicked out.
You got
It's
quit.
okay. They cussed me
TC,
out in Arabic.
you a madam. I could use a man. Oh Lord, green
Oh,
that.
okay. Who's that? A green vegan?
Oh, shit.
Okay, I
Mhm.
got you. I got you. You want another green vegan, or you want somebody that eats tomahawk steaks? Because we can't have two green vegans together. That's not gonna be good. It's not a good balance. You got it. You be the vegan and he eats steaks.
No, I realize is I thought she said raisins, Linda B. That's why I said that. I like cranberry in my salad, dried cranberries and stuff. I like dried cranberries.
Yeah,
No,
me
but I
too.
thought she said raisins at first. I'm about to say, ooh, baby, because you know she already told us about that sweet potato. I'm not sweet potato. pumpkin, pumpkin.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That's my listen. I'm telling you, I got the old school
Mm,
heads that know how to make this stuff pop. Now, regardless of what these youngsters, anybody that's like 50 and younger, I don't want nothing they got. I don't want. They don't know how to cook.
yeah, cranberry raisins,
You
some
can try
chopped
them again.
walnuts, and maybe
Mm.
some fried below. No, 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 no,
Oh, chopped
no.
walnuts. Now that's some good stuff. I
Now
mess with
chopped
walnuts.
walnuts, but that fried bologna, Christopher, you had me
Okay, yeah, yeah. You went too
until you
far.
went to that. You went too far, baby. That don't
Yeah.
leave the bologna alone. I'm gonna need you to back away from the bologna. Everything else was sounding
It
delicious.
was.
Cranberry raisins, some chopped walnuts. Oh no, that
Mhm.
fried bologna, none ya. I don't know nothing about that. None ya. Grape and walnuts are very popular in chicken. Ah, I see that a
I've
lot.
seen that too. I've seen it.
Look, you knew
I ain't
Vibe,
tasted
you
it,
knew
but
Vibrant had to come back with her
of course, the
bougie.
extraordinaire, of course.
Yes, the extraordinaire.
Mhm.
She had to pop it her head in here and give you a
Okay.
lesson or two about some grapes and walnuts and berries
Yeah.
and cherries and oh my, grapes and walnuts and oh my.
Yeah.
Let me
I
leave
know
my
that's
vibrant
right. That's
alone.
what's up. Vibrant got
Vibrant is
Vibrant got it.
very
Eccentric.
she's very versatile in a lot of
Yes.
things I see, and she is very talented. I
Mhm.
sure would see it always be these people with all these talents who don't like to come out
They
and
well, why
play.
would they? The way people get treated around
Oh
here.
no, I don't blame. Listen,
Hey,
I
you
don't.
gotta chill. What's up?
I'm not mad at her. No, because listen,
Okay.
but she has a lot. Thank you so much. I'm glad everybody's joining me. But she's very talented, and I love it. And I love that she's very straightforward because I love for people to tell me the truth.
Mhm.
And just because you tell
What's
people the
hard for
truth,
you? What's hard
huh?
for you? Nothing.
You know, no, it's hard for me to take yours because you're mean now. You're mean. No, you're not. I guess she didn't see my warning, Jill. No, she didn't see your warning. But no, TC is not me. I sometimes, TC just get very passionate. You just be
Yeah, it
having
all
to,
depends on what it is, but for the most part,
for the
I
most
don't.
part,
Yeah,
exactly.
don't take it to heart. Now,
Mm-mm.
when I'm talking, it's one thing. Okay, y'all, there's these two white guys coming down the street. Watch this.
Oh no, you
Hold
better
on, hold on,
not.
hold on, hold on, hold on.
You
Okay.
bet not
Hey,
scream.
y'all, what's up? Hey, all right. You all right? Okay, I know that's right.
Thank God, child. Don't you
His kid,
shame me.
his kid. Young, the young boys, so they too young. They look,
You know what? No, you did. I
yeah.
can't.
But see, I be trying
I
to
don't
scare them
judge.
because I be trying to scare them so they know
He
when they
just
come in the
need a green.
community that they're being watched. That's what that's all about.
That green vegan, who needs a great personality?
I don't judge.
I don't know what happened.
Leave the face.
Christopher, for me, chopped walnut, craisin, and celery. Oh Lord. Don't let that smile fool you. Yeah, so do you know about that smile? Yeah, because TC, she'll have you all jacked up. You play around with that smile because then you got cut
Uh-uh.
you. Turn around. You be like, I remember my first, I am not going to lie because I've been watching for a while and then communicating. And so when I saw TC snap for the first time, I was like, oh. I was look, I ain't gonna lie, I was looking at her strange for the next few months, like, girl, you let me find out TC snapped out. I said, oh, I would have never ever expect that. And I mean, she was serious too. I said, ooh. And it was like, I said, uh-oh. Well, Jill, when you are sipping, do not go next to TC. Just remember that. 'Cause baby TC went ham. You hear me? I did not expect that from you. It was a shocking moment. Do you remember that moment?
Oh, yeah, I
Oh,
do.
okay, you do. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll have to remind you. Yeah, girl, I was like, oh, who is that? I had to look at the screen again and I said, oh, that's TC up there. I was like, ouch. I don't want to be on that side. I said, so girl, when you pull out your wine and you see TC, HBS,
HBC. Yeah, see, I try. Listen.
HB,
The worst thing for me to do is just to be quiet. That's the worst.
is it?
Mhm.
Oh, okay. Well, shit. I
So
want you to be
especially,
quiet then. I like that silent blood. Cause girl, that would I'll be sitting here
I'm thick.
all in my feelings hurt when you opened your goddamn mouth. I was just like, oh, that's how she feel. Oh shit. Now I said, I'm staying the hell away from her. No, I mean not in that way. I meant when I'm drinking.
Oh,
I was like, yeah, don't you click that link. How many sips you had? Don't click that link because she hear you slurring a little bit. You gonna get it because then she gonna come with the because you start with the soft daggers first. You know, it be the cute stuff. And that be the cute stuff to say, all right, now you talking too much and it's rubbing the wrong way. And I want to say what I gotta say, and you're interrupting. So I'm like, shit, I'm staying out of her way. But for the most part, I think we are all like that. I think not all of us. Some of us is not like that, but I know I am. You get tired of it, and especially when you thinking, you know. So, and we don't mean no harm.
oh, here comes the ice cream man, y'all.
Oh, get me a vanilla cone with some nuts.
I don't have any cash. What the hell is this?
Oh, damn. I would have
I need a credit
loved a
card.
vanilla ice cream cone, a waffle cone at that,
I
with
know,
some
but listen,
nuts
that's just.
on it.
Dun, dun, dun.
Bologna is slave food. Oh,
You
okay.
know what? Here we. Ah!
Gee, that green vegan. Why I had to look down in this
Now,
damn
why has
chat,
it got to be
Jill?
slave food? Bologna.
Bougie takes time and energy.
Who
What are
put
you
that
trying to
nickname?
say, Linda B? I don't think I'm bougie though. I'm not bougie.
Ooh, yes, you
I'm all right. You know, just be quiet, TC, and get get the ice cream.
I know.
I'm not bougie. I think I'm
You know
far
how
from
much these
bougie
ice
though.
cream cones are nowadays? Five
How
dollars.
much? Wow.
$5 damn. It's like
From the ice cream truck,
from the ice cream truck, yo.
not Carvel's.
No, this the little Joan, the one that has the.
Yes, she is, Muffy. Vibrant is our um Vibrant. Look, Vibrant bougie on the low too. I want y'all to know, Vibrant, you caught me cutting up.
Oh yeah, no, she's not. Vibrant is bougie. She's not on a low. She lets it be known. She tries to be, um,
On the
you
only
know,
reason why I said on a
expensive.
low because she doesn't show it too much. Because oh listen, I thought Vibrant was sweet. Baby, I've been in some bushes, baby.
She
I've
cut up
been
now,
seeing
yo.
Vibrant cut up. Child, I said, oh, Vibrant be cutting up. Baby, I said, is that my Vibrant? I was like, is that my Vibrant down there?
Yeah, it
I
is.
said, oh, Vibrant got her switchblades out. I was like, oh, and she's, yeah,
Vibrant is half Viking, I
yeah,
think.
yeah, Vibrant. I was like, I ain't never seen. I see y'all don't be knowing, but I ain't never see Vibrant cut up. Mm-mm. And she does. She has those 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 ones. You know those Chinese when they got them swords, and
Oh,
you don't know you
mm,
cut, and next thing you know, they just swung it like just one time in a swirl, and then when
yeah.
you turn around, everything just fall apart. You didn't even know you was
Right,
cut.
right.
That's how vibrant Slice was. And I was like,
Yeah,
oh, I said, look at her. I ain't even
right.
typing in here. I'm looking up. I was in the chat just cracking up in the skybox now. I said, go, Vibrant, go. Look,
There've been a couple of times where she had to get, nasty, fat, nasty, and that was very interesting because the way she did it, it was on point.
hey,
You was
J
like,
Truth,
okay,
boo.
who's that? Who's J?
J Truth in the building.
J Truth? Okay, what's up,
She
Jay?
laughing because I told you to get me some nuts on that cone.
Lord Jesus.
Who don't like peanuts?
Yeah,
I like nuts on my ice cream cone, the
yeah.
salty ones though. See, it's something that salt
You want the
with that.
crunch? I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, oh, I love crunch. You know that
Of
is
course.
that's my downer of
Yeah.
where I was gaining so much weight because it's the salt and the the crispiness of the chips. Oh my god! And now I'm learning. Did you get your Arrow Garden yet? Oh, I'm sorry. That's the first time I've ever heard about bologna. What?
I can't
Christopher, I'm gonna ignore you because you being fun. That is
remember.
not your first time hearing about no damn bologna.
Christopher W. Is that Christopher W. from
Yes,
San
that's
Antonio?
Christopher W. Cutting up. Talk
Come
about I
on,
don't
Chris.
feel. Christopher is crazy. He know that's not his first time. Kind to me, hey boo, hey. That is not your first time hearing about no damn bologna.
Remember that song, My Baloney's Got a First Name? It's Oscar. My Baloney's got a second name. It's Mayer. Oh, I like
How
to
you
eat it
remember the
every day.
whole song?
And if you ask me why I'm
I
saying that,
say
cause Oscar Mayer has a way with Bologna. Bologna.
no, don't buy no bologna, Linda. Okay,
Why not? Beef bologna is good for you. You
Belinda, don't
fry
buy
it,
the
and you
bologna.
put a slit in the jaw, and you put it in
Yes,
the bread.
get the pastrami. Get the pastrami. Do not go buy.
You won't get
Uh,
that in a damn Oscar Mayer
you
thing.
might as well go get you a slice of. Go get you some. What's that? Salami. Then I used to love salami.
SLAMI.
Yes, salty nuts, J Truth. Salty nuts.
Say true.
Yes, kind of me. Hi, Annie. Hey, boo. Hey.
Say
I'm
true.
doing
Hey,
well,
boo.
hon. Thank you
So,
so much for stopping through. Yeah, get to each his own. Just don't. Oscar Myers. Yes, Kimberly. Oscar Mayer
there you go, Kimberly.
Wieners.
Thank you, sis.
No, that was the Oscar Mayer Wieners song,
No,
right?
no, no. There was Oscar Mayer. That it was. Yeah, they had wieners, but they also had Bologna. My baloney has a first
Yes.
name. It's
Okay. Yes, my beloved. I'm getting it.
Oscar.
I'm getting it
My
mixed up.
baloney has a second name. It's
Just get you some
Mayer.
pastrami, okay?
You see there, he
Turkey
going against.
pastrami and beef. Yeah. No, I was talking about when somebody said it was slave food. Oh, okay. Yeah.
The green vegan.
The green vegan said that. I don't know about
Hmm.
slave food because everybody ate some bologna.
Everybody ate
Yeah,
bologna.
everybody ate. I don't know about the slave food.
Did she eat squirrels? She ever have squirrels?
What? Why? I never had squirrel. Okay.
This is
I
why
miss
this is
everything.
why
As
I
soon
like
as I
vegans
type my
because I want
last
them to stay in
messages,
their
the phone
lane.
ring.
I
It's
want
all
vegans to
good.
stay in their lane. They need to stop speaking about a meat.
Right.
I
Well,
don't
I'm
see.
sure she ate meat once upon a time.
I don't think
No, I
so.
didn't like salami. I don't like salami anymore. Too greasy. Yes,
Greasy.
salami is
It
very
is greasy
greasy.
now. That is true.
Salami is very, very greasy. It
It
is.
is.
I used to love me some pepperoni, some salami. What? Woo. I could just eat. I used to eat salami with the cheese and crackers. Oh, yes. I will tear it up, but it is very, very greasy.
Yeah, that's
Look,
good
Jay
right there.
Truth, you still stuck on the nuts. Okay. Leave me alone, Jay Truth. Hey, the Beef Sector podcast.
The
Hey, boo.
Beef
Hey.
Sector podcast. Hey.
Yes. No,
Hey.
you're not immature. You're just living life, having fun. Christopher, don't mind me. Yeah, she just being. Listen, that green vegan always being
Right.
silly. She ain't mean, and she know damn well everybody ate some damn bologna. You're full of bologna.
You're right. Right. Thank you.
You full of baloney instead of I want to say the other word, but I don't know you like that.
Nah, she's good. She's good people.
No, I know she good. No, I'm
No,
being
I'm trying to see if this
serious.
white boy's gonna come this way.
I don't know her. No, I know yeah, she's good people. I meant like I don't know her like that. Like I don't know you like that. Like I don't want to tell you you full of either. Cause you know some people get real sensitive. I grew up on that bologna. Yeah, fried, that burnt.
And
Mm-mm.
right, and you burn it and you put that little thing in that little slit.
That little now I ain't saying I ain't eat bologna now. Shit. Now I ate me some bologna and it can't be thick though. That's the only
No,
thing.
no, no. Right.
I
It's
can't
not
eat
thick,
that
thick.
thick
No.
ass bologna. Hell no. But it had to be thin. I put slap me some mustard on some
Oh
bread,
my
toasted
stars. Oh
bread.
my
Oh
stars.
my
Yes.
god. I used to tear that bologna up, Kimberly. Okay. Now I don't know about the what government bologna. Oh, the
Oh
red
yeah.
tube. Yeah, see, you digging into it. You digging
Big
into the
is.
meat of things. And the meat of things, baby. With that government cheese, baby, you better watch out
That's
there now.
right. That's
Watch
it. And
out there
the
now.
cheese too. Make sandwiches for days, yo.
Looking for soldier. Get what you want to get. Shut up. Leave me alone, foot soldier. She better not buy no damn baloney in 2025. Okay? We trying to survive. Okay? Clogging up your arteries and shit.
Well, not every day. Like once, like on the weekend, just once on the
Look,
weekend.
my mama was short. Listen, she tried to get my girls was like, "What is that?" She was like, "Your mama never fed you no bologna." They was like, "No, ma'am."
Wow.
She said, "Oh, we gonna eat some bologna today." And she was in there frying that stuff up. I'm looking at her. I said, "My kids don't know nothing about that type of food, la la, and pastor's language. Fool la la. My kids don't eat that bullshit." She was like, "This is." I said, "You bet not say this is nothing about no culture or history or nothing else. Today we ain't eating it. Okay? They don't need it. I don't see the link. I was coming to pick on TC.
Who's
Uh-oh.
that? Who's coming?
Your girl just read my book.
Oh, just read. Okay.
Miss
Just
Just
read
read
it.
my book said. She said she gonna come tell you about that. That's right. Just read my book
Where
and you
Jay Truth at? How come Jay Truth hasn't come up yet?
look, J Truth pop in the chat cracking up. She's still down there like, I want some nuts and but. Yes, it had to be burnt, Linda B. You get it?
Now y'all
That
know how many
bologna had to be
Caucasians.
burnt. That's the only way I used to like Frank's too.
Y'all know how many Caucasians I done seen since I've been sitting here?
Oh, where they are? What's going on over there?
In
You
the
at the
hood.
Mars?
They in the hood.
They in the hood, what they
That's
doing?
two. That's three
You
guys
have to
arguing with the
scorch it.
dog, and then the other two boys. That was five.
Oh Lord. Now you know she
Yep.
coming up with some bullshiggity.
I am not. I'm telling you what's up. I'm
I'm
telling you
talking
what's
about just read my book with that name. Child, you know she
Howdy.
coming. What's up? Once she got that hicka flocka, hocka flocka,
Here we go,
she coming up
man.
to be talking some bullshiggity. Okay.
That is Hilda Kaflicka hyphen Flocka. I am hyphenated.
Yeah, not thick at all, Linda B. These comments are so behind.
That's because you're behind.
Girl, the comments are behind. You're behind in the
You're
chat.
behind.
No, they so listen. I'm because you know it's a big delay with this
Oh,
stupid
what we stream?
stream thing. This restream is a big delay. So I gotta come over here and look in the other chat to catch up. Jill,
All right.
they get offended by it. Yes, I'm telling you. They
Who's
do get
offended?
offended. My dad's still upset I stopped eating pork.
Tell me
Listen,
more.
they
What
be
happened?
like, you was born and raised. Baby,
Oh,
we lived to
sassy,
200 years old.
sassy. Yeah, you know what? You're not supposed to eat that white part. And a lot of people did. And that was just
White
gross
part.
and disgusting to me.
What
Ugh.
what?
What
What white
soldier?
part?
That was like what it cased in. They
Hold
weren't
on. Is that
Hello?
you for soldier?
ew.
Yes, can you hear me?
Oh,
What's up,
okay. I
just
can hear
read?
you now. I can hear you.
Hey,
Uh-huh.
foot soldier.
Please,
Hold on.
BTC.
J Truth, that's you?
Hey, what's up,
Yo,
Truth?
yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hey,
Hey,
Hello,
y'all.
J. Truth.
J
Wh-
True, just
I
like
just
What's
had a
up?
that.
question. I just had a question for Jill. Are you going to pay for that bologna that she wants?
Oh, shh.
Hey, I'll pay for
You
that.
you see what I gotta go through? You see what I gotta go through?
I see the later
Amen.
Bruce. You got the
Life
later
in
Brewster place
US.
up here.
Not Brewster Place.
J. Cruz.
Foot soldier came up here. I seen you. I seen you. I seen you. I seen you. I seen you.
Look, she
All right,
right.
J. Cruz. Now you
What
better
are they
behave
doing
yourself.
buying product? You you heard
Hey, foot
you see
soldier.
Kimberly Black asked you that, TC?
What?
She said, what are they doing? Buying product?
Damn. Buying
Kim,
products.
I
Kimberly,
don't. You know what, Kimberly?
Woo.
She is
the
so bad.
ghetto.
That's some
Yo,
Oh, foot
ooh, girl,
soldier.
that's some old girl, not product.
I'm back at online.
Ooh, baby, not the
Girl, I ain't
ghetto.
heard about that since I stopped hanging at Eagle Rock.
TC said, don't put that on me, baby. Don't put that up. She said, I ain't in that type of hood.
nah.
Damn.
She said,
What?
she said production.
What's that song? I'm your mother, I'm your daddy, I'm that
I'm your
nigga in
nigga
Oh,
the
in that
alley.
alley. I'm your
I'm your pusher.
what's
pusher
going
man.
on, J Truth and Foot
Yo, cause
Soldier?
I
And just read my book. How y'all
Come up here,
doing?
J True. What you got to say to me?
Doing
We
what?
good.
No,
good.
I came to say what's up, baby. But
Oh, hey,
I
baby.
had to leave, yo. But you were saying about your mother. Don't they get offended? They get offended as hell. Like if you don't want to still eat that shit, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
My
She was offended. She went and brought a whole lot of that shit and was in there frying it up, talking about they gonna eat it today. They gonna eat it today. That's a
What was it
shame,
that
these
y'all was
baby.
talking about?
That's a
yo.
Roasted what white meat? What was it? Ham?
no. She huh? No, she
What?
said my mom, where got offended because, I never gave my baby bologna before. So she was kind of like, what? What? How you dare not? These babies don't know what bologna tastes like. I was like,
Listen, yo, so my family hell been on him. My pops been old. He was old. Listen, he was old when I was growing up. He was so old.
Well,
He
damn.
gave up. Listen, he gave us saltine crackers as a treat. That was our treat growing up. A damn saltine cracker.
No doubt.
So we grew up eating sauce meat and all that bullshit, right?
ooh,
So
whew.
right. So over the summer, I used to send my kid home, like he was going to deployments or whatever. And my son, he called me he like, yo. Granddaddy trying to get me to drink grease. I'm like, drink
Drink
grease? What the
grease.
hell? Yo, so I'm like, in my head, I'm trying to think, my daddy still got that Crisco can sitting on the stove that he poured the shit in there. He's still frying with Crisco. I'm like, what the hell? I said, he trying to get you to drink grease. What you talking about? Well, drink grease. What you talking about? He like, granddaddy trying to get me to drink grease. I swear to God. So I'm like, damn, my daddy is old. The nigga was old when I was young. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking maybe it's dementia. So I get on the phone and talk to him. He was like, that boy, how you trying to raise him? He don't eat this. He don't eat that. I'm like, calm down, daddy. What is it? I got this sauce meat in here, and I'm trying to tell him it done. All I gotta do is put it in the refrigerator. It got hot. It done melted. I'm like, hell no, daddy. He trying to get my baby to drink. He trying to get my child to drink eat sauce meat. We don't eat pork. Period. He going ham, ate shit. He done went out.
Now,
I'm like,
I mean,
Dad, you about to lose your fingers and your damn toes. You diabetic, got high blood.
now I didn't take that away. Now my daughters now they don't eat it at all, but I didn't eat pork for a long time. But if they were to ask for it, I did make it. I didn't deny them of that. But after a while, they just got immune to. I just don't really cook it like that. Then when I started eating it again, which I only eat bacon. I love me some bacon, but still they don't eat pork at all now. But growing up, I didn't deny my children of stuff. It's just that I just didn't think to buy it. Like,
Right,
if they was to ask for it, but stuff like that, like I didn't buy a lot of junk food. They didn't know what oodles and noodles and stuff like that was. We don't
right.
eat the beefaroni and I didn't buy stuff like that. I cook. So they didn't know what that stuff was. So I said, how dare you do that and you ain't do that to us? Like not my age. I was a spoiled brat, my brother said. My brother and sister said, no, you were spoiled. See, we didn't have a choice.
Yeah, the same here.
You
Bless you.
were
I ain't have a
spoiled.
choice.
That's why you were spoiled because see, you got to choose what you get. We ain't have no daggone choice. You gonna eat what the hell in here. It wasn't no, oh, I don't want liver. I don't want your spoiled ass got spoiled and was able to say what you did, and you gonna eat what we could. But see, that was the trick though. My mother didn't make I guess because my dad was feeling like, listen, if the child tried it, she don't like it, you shouldn't make nobody eat something they don't want. As long as she eat her veggies and she eats
Right.
something, nobody's telling you to make something different. That's what my mother she
Right.
didn't make like a whole different meal for me. It was just like, listen, they don't like that. Why would you force something on somebody that they don't want? You got to get out of that mentality because that's how they were raised. So it was kind of like, so I locked up. I said, I'm sorry you ain't have a dad like mine.
Oh, bless you.
who was like, no,
Another cut.
no.
That's a whole new cut. Don't do that.
Exactly. It was kind of like, why my dad was like that? Because he was raised that way and he hated it. You get what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
he grew up, stopped eating a lot of stuff. Like he didn't like fish. He didn't like this no more. It was kind of like, it was like I was forced to eat stuff that I didn't want when in turn they didn't care how that made me feel. I used to be sick going to bed at night because that didn't sit right on my stomach. I didn't like it. It didn't settle well. But back then you couldn't talk back and tell your parents like because they thought you was making up stuff just not to eat it anyway. So they didn't really want to hear that. Oh, it make me sick unless they actually saw you sick, or something. But
Right.
he like, why should I have to go through all of that? If I'm saying I don't like it and
Then I
it
don't like
doesn't make me feel good,
it.
everybody body is not the same. So I went through that. So I want to change that with no, she don't like it. Don't make that child, and then you wondering why they don't feel good or why maybe that's just not for them. How about it's probably not the taste? Maybe it's messing with her tummy. You don't know what it is. Ask her that. Don't just say you're gonna eat it. You're gonna eat it. So I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, man, I would change my childhood for nothing, man. I love my pops. Pops crazy on the way. He taught me some good, listen, great value, great work value, ethics, and everything. So I just thought the story was funny. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Of
You know, my
course.
dad and my son get along great. He's still just crazy as he want to be, but yeah, that's why I came up here to say, yeah, they get offended as hell. You
They
can't tell
do.
them nothing. I respect him for how he is. He still want to eat that shit. His foot about to be gone, but that's my pops.
Yeah, I did, and then that's how I raised my child. But I always taught them, try. Don't say you don't like something and you ain't never taste it. So
Oh,
you not gonna just tell me you don't like it because why? Because it don't look like it got it don't look like chips or it don't look like something.
oh man, fuck
I don't
that.
know. So no, I didn't do that. Now I did make them try stuff. Like you just ain't gonna say I don't want it and it's nasty. How you know it's nasty? It look no. How a string bean look at? Girl, if you don't put that damn green bean in your mouth, it look like look,
Right.
they were creative though. They said it look like worms. It don't look like no damn worm. It ain't jiggly, it's stiff as hell. And don't tell me that look like no daggone worm. You just trying to get out of eating them veggies. And so taste it, try it. And I'm not talking about take a little tiny bite and say, no, I'm talking about really taste it,
Taste it,
chew
yeah.
it, and and then that's how that's how my kids was. People like, your kids will try, they eat a lot of stuff. I said, because they couldn't tell me no unless they tried it. And you know what? They end up loving it. So
Right.
Sometimes they do. Sometimes they
sometimes
do.
they do. Now, if they don't like something, I'm not going to continue forcing that. Like, I know what it feel like. I don't like sweet peas that much. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
if you're not going to make me
True.
eat
Yeah.
something that I don't want to eat. So I try to do that. But not to
But you
say
know,
that
I
with
like
your
sweet
dad.
peas.
Your dad was just old school, J
I,
Truth, just like my mama.
I put
Shoot.
sweet peas in some soup though, or stew.
hey,
But just by itself, I'm not
Me
necessarily
too.
interested.
Me too. That's
I
me. I
learned
like
to like them. I listen. I learned to like them damn saltine crackers.
you said you gotta chill, said he used to be vegetarian as a kid. Black folks are crazy, girl.
Yeah, yeah, my dad was crazy, girl. I thought he was crazy as hell growing up.
Ah, I grew up when you had to clean your plate. Oh yeah, my mom. Now something my dad couldn't. My dad couldn't get her out of that motion. I had to. Yeah, I had to clean the plate. That's when you start doing bad stuff. You know what I mean? They turn their back, you fling that shit out the window.
Oh, we used to do
That's
that.
when that's when you start getting doing bad shit.
That's
Cause
terrible.
now
That's
you
terrible.
making me eat this, and now they're gonna be like, "Who the that was that? What I cooked last night?" You are going to
Well, you
be like,
actually fed it to your dog or your cat or whoever would eat or whatever.
"Yeah,
The
right
dog
now
was
you feeding now
definitely.
the dogs getting sick, the cats puking. You talk about what happened? You done gave them that bullshit."
Say, look what it did to them. What do you think it was gonna do in a minute?
Exactly right. Oh
Okay,
my
thank
God.
you.
Right. Now you see why I was sick. Look, that's they no, you gonna get your ass toe up in a minute. Don't be giving that. Well, why you giving I'm your baby too? Shit. You gave it to me. You gave it to me first. So I said, if he eat it, I ain't Mikey. Shit.
Yeah,
You
you
right.
ain't like I will tell you, like
I don't like
with my
beef either.
kids, it's funny. Like all kids go through a stage, and it's usually when they're really young, they go through a stage where they like everything gross and icky. You know how they get like
Yeah.
that? They like gross things and icky. So I realized that one of them had kind of my personality and my sense of humor. So she would ask me like, "Well, what are we having for dinner?" And I would make up different names for stuff. Now she did not care for macaroni and cheese, but when I told her,
Child, let me take this.
but when I told her we were having boogeroni and cheese, she wanted it,
What
and
was
I would
it?
make up all these different
Okay,
names.
J Truth. Wait, call it what? Booger what?
Boogeroni and
What was
cheese.
it?
Oh my god, macaroni and cheese. I know a lot of I know quite a few people who really don't like macaroni and cheese.
Yeah. Now
I
I'm
don't like. I'm gonna
crazy.
be honest with you. I'm gonna be honest. At this, like my age right now, I'm not a big fan. I could do it
Mhm.
once a year. I think I outgrew the whole, because when you make
Yeah.
it, it ain't the same unless you got like 5, 6 cheese in there. You know what I'm saying? And then after you eat it, it's like, oh,
Well, that
like that.
little dish
That's a
feels like
lot.
it's 15 pounds when you go to put it in the oven. That sucker be heavy.
Child, yeah. See, I think that's why it does. I don't feel good. It tastes good
Mhm.
going down, but then when the baby starts settling up on the stomach, it's kind of like,
You could anchor a ship with some of that stuff.
baby, and you better mix
Okay.
it up with some kind of greens to break some of that cheese. Your ass be constipated.
Yeah, binding. Binding.
And you still here for soldier?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just listening.
Oh, don't just listen, talk. Okay.
So you awful bossy today, telling people what to buy, not to buy. I usually talk, I get in trouble, so I think I should just be quiet.
Listen,
Ooh, that is funny.
baby. Yeah, macaroni and cheese is so heavy, so I can only do that once a year now. I'm
Well, they
good.
say that grandmas are different. Like we treat the grandkids different than we treat
Oh,
our
yes, we do.
children. I
Mm.
Yes, we do.
disagree. I don't care. I'm not all bent on what she feed them. I'm not interfering in none of that. I have nothing to do with that. Once I
Not
raised
under the
her,
bed.
that was it. I don't care what she feed them, how she feed them, none of that. What I
Well,
used to eat. If they don't eat what I used to eat, I don't have no problem with it.
yeah.
Okay.
See, and but that's the thing. They do the stuff that, yeah, too much dairy, J Truth.
Mm.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And it's like,
Not
yeah,
enough
I can't
water.
do it. And even my children, they used to love, like they used to always request for cornbread, macaroni and cheese. Now they like, no, we don't want any cornbread. No, we don't. They don't want it no more. I said, see, y'all done ate it so much because that's what y'all used to. But then they said, not really. They said it's too heavy.
Yeah.
They's like, I don't like to feel.
Mm, that's
It's a
good.
difference when you full. It just be that feel bloated. That's what it is. It's that bloated feeling that feels like, I need to get it out because you don't feel
Dang.
comfortable. You're sitting there, you're stuck, and like, oh, like I don't like to feel like that either anymore. So yeah,
No. Yeah.
but grandparents do. They love to spoil the grands, and I told my mother that. I said, "You didn't make us do." Oh, I thought I heard a cat. I'm like, what the hell a cat doing somewhere near me? I already just got over having allergic. That's just read my book. I got nervous, child. I already had that allergic reaction, girl. You should see me over here. I got quiet, like, who got a cat?
I was on mute.
Oh,
That
well,
wasn't
that's
me.
somebody. Oh, shit.
Don't be trying to blame my baby.
I'm like, oh, Lord, please, no. Help me. Help me, Lord.
Yeah, look.
but But she does that. I mean, I said, Ma, we didn't grow up on juice. Like, we didn't have none of
No.
that stuff. Like,
True.
we none of that stuff. And so I said, why you doing it for me? Okay. I'm like she like, why y'all not eating these cupcakes? I said, they're not used to eating like that. They
Mhm.
don't, I don't, but like that. uh, uh, That's too much, and you'll see boxes. I'm telling you, my friends used to love when when my mama left town, baby. They came over shop with shopping bags
Yeah,
because
they already know.
they was like, because my kids didn't eat it. Like, what's wrong with your kids? You spoil them kids. I said,
That's what's
now
up.
you talking about spoil, but you cooked 7 days a week too. You didn't play no buying all this frozen stuff. Why you doing that? I said, see, you trying to spoil them, okay?
That's right. Spoil the
Mhm.
grandbabies. That's right.
Spoil the
That's
grandbaby.
right.
So I thank God that my
That's
kids
right.
said no. I'm glad they was like looking at her. She look, here she go. Did she threaten you? That's why you ain't she told you gonna get.
Oh.
I said, yeah, you need to cut it out.
That's nasty.
Ooh.
But you know what? You gotta find out because that will happen. I got threatened into eating something, and I told too. That shit did
What?
not go over well with my mama. Yeah, I told.
Wait, what happened?
I got
She
threatened into
told.
eating something.
Oh, I did. Yeah, I did too. My mama flipped out too.
A relative of a relative of a relative, one of those fourth, fifth, sixth cousins type of thing. And I'm like, wait a minute. But they were an adult. And they tried to, oh, sure did threaten me. And I told my mama that shit did not go over well. Not with
They was
her.
like your mama. They was people use. I'm telling you, they was like she is. She hard headed. No, I ain't hard headed. I just know what the hell I want and what the hell you ain't gonna make me do.
That's
Cause
Okay.
right.
okay, and I already knew you put your hands on me, it's gonna be a problem. Okay, cause they gonna kick in the door, waving the fofo. Cause I look, you might get a lick in today, but baby, the licks your ass
Damn.
gonna get afterwards.
What's coming? What's coming?
Look,
Who was you gonna fight?
no, I'm saying my parents ain't play about that
Oh,
chocolate chip. Okay.
well,
Mm-hmm.
No,
I don't
they
interfere
ain't play about
in.
my parents ain't play about their chocolate chip. And they knew I didn't make up stuff on people. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I just was one of those outspoken children, but respectful. I just knew I
Yes.
knew my place. I
Right.
had manners, and I wasn't gonna tell. Look, you couldn't do fuckery around me because I'm telling it. They was sm- that whatever that was. It wasn't no cigarette.
I
It
love it.
Oh,
smelled
that's
I love
right.
it.
strange. It smelled strange. And that look, that wasn't iced tea because it had a stench to it. Okay, it smelled like rubbing alcohol. Look, they was like, keep that
Oh,
chip.
what?
They like keep that chocolate chip to yourself,
Dang.
cause she gonna tell you no,
Oh, so you were a
no.
snitch too.
I wasn't no snitch. I'm just saying, why is that cup by my cup? Shit, it shouldn't be over here with the kids. Like, what if somebody make a mistake? Shit.
Oh well, no, that cup shouldn't be near yours
Right.
now.
So I'm just saying it was stuff like that, like,
Oh, okay.
like
Mm.
like what is going on? You need to pay attention. Y'all
So you
losing it.
weren't running around
It's
saying,
it,
"Ooh,
it
Aunt Tessie
smells
had a
going on, and
drink."
my eyes is tingling. I don't know what's going on. This ain't the house that I want to be in. Shit, the fuck. That's all I'm saying. I don't want to go back over there.
Swag
Shit.
TV,
Cause
me
your
too.
mama don't know. People don't know. I'm just saying,
That's right.
you never know what goes on, with your children. Like I said, I mean, you said somebody tried to make you eat something. I'm telling you, this lady saved the soup. I told y'all about that story, right?
Mm.
She watched me. I didn't like. I was like, I ain't never had no kid, the soups, and I didn't want it. I didn't want the soup for lunch. And she was watching me while my mom went to Christmas shopping. And so, the ladies, it was a night, they were all cool. Don't
Hmm.
you know the next time, and I'm talking about this wasn't no day or two. Girl, this was like a week or two later. Don't you know when I came, that lady pulled that soup?
Oh.
That lady pulled the frozen soup out the freezer, warmed it up, and talking about, you thought I was playing when I said you gonna eat this soup. I looked, I said, and and I was young then, but I got sense. I know damn well 2 weeks done passed. I know damn well you ain't pulling out no damn soup that I didn't eat from the last time I was at your house. I told my mother that, child. Yeah, you could already know the results of that. My mother said,
Mhm.
you done lost your motherfucking
Well,
mind.
listen, y'all. I'm getting
I
ready
know.
to get off,
All
and
right, TC.
it's been real. It's been fun. I
Thank you for
appreciate
coming
y'all.
Don't be
through.
running away. Don't run away. I
But
Later,
haven't pick
Cece.
on you
She
yet.
gotta go inside.
I know I
Yes,
got to get
Kimberly.
inside.
Yeah, she wanted
Everybody
to
don't.
torture me. She said, you ain't wasting my food. Thanks for coming up, TC. Have a wonderful
All
weekend.
right. All right,
Bye
Miss
Later.
Loveland,
bye.
Just Read, and
Later.
Sister Jill, and to the chat. It
Later.
was fun, y'all. It was fun.
Same
Yes.
Thank
here.
you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she tried to make me eat that soup from weeks ago. That's crazy. I'm like, I could have had salmonella.
You said weeks
Yeah,
ago. That's a long time.
Yeah,
yeah,
that
Jill.
was weeks ago. I'm not telling no fib. I swear, if you ever
But I'm
get
saying if it was already cooked and it was frozen, you ain't gonna get salmonella. But you just didn't like it. You didn't want it, and that was it. That was it.
okay,
But you
but
could
that
you
was
go back
2 weeks
to
ago. Now you
yeah, but
don't.
still, yeah, because I've heard of people like
And that wasn't no homemade soup. That shit was Campbell's. It already was sitting in the can for God knows how
oh,
long.
no, you didn't. Now you really messed up.
It was. It was canned soup. It wasn't like she made that soup from scratch. So it already been in a can for that long. So you gonna put it in the freezer
I
after
see.
you done heated it up and had it sitting out there because she was like, you gonna get hungry, you gonna get hungry. Hell no, I ain't gonna get hungry. And I waited clean until my mother came from Christmas shopping. And yeah. So that's crazy. That is, you might do get sick. Who putting some canned soup and put it in freeze refrigerator? You would that
I
no.
got I don't have a word to say. You
Yeah,
said it
where
was
they do
already
that
in
at?
the can. Oh my God. When you said that, that just closed the door for me. When you said it was already in the can, who knows how long it was sitting there?
Hell
You
no,
made
Kimberly.
Campbell.
My mama ain't. Girl, they got into a big thing,
You
child.
don't
My
eat
mama,
Campbell soup. You eat Progresso.
that wasn't the case. It wasn't that I didn't eat Campbell's soup.
I know
But
I'm
the point
playing.
is that it's already been sitting in that damn can for God knows how long. You done
Mhm.
took it out, you done heated it up. Then you had it sitting out because you swore to God I was going to come, get hungry. I will get full off of my saliva. No, ma'am.
Ew.
The hell? I don't want it. And I didn't. That's because, see, again, I don't like soup.
Mhm.
You understand? So I
Yeah.
mean, as a kid, I didn't really eat soup. I didn't like it.
Mhm.
So I'm one of those kids. Listen, I would sit there and be hungry until I get, you know, no, I don't want that. You're not gonna make me eat that. My parents don't do that. So who the hell are you? I didn't you should have asked me, did I want it first?
So is it a texture thing for you?
It's a texture thing for me. Yes. So
Okay.
no, Kimberly, my mother did never, ever. I actually never to be honest with you, I never, yeah. I think they started speaking like later on, years later, speaking back after they
Like
fell out.
years later.
But yeah, they did. But I never went back to that lady house again, ever. Nope. Ever, never, ever went back to that lady's house. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was in she put it in the freak child. She had it sitting out. You done heated it up. You sat it out because she sat it on the table. And I was like, oh, I really didn't like soup. Oh, you're picky. You can't pick that's wastefulness. And I'm looking around and she had a lot of kids too. One of them motherfuckers could eat it too. I mean,
What?
excuse me. I'm just saying. I
Jay,
mean,
you
I ain't say that, but then I was still young. But I still was thinking like, why one of them can't eat it?
All you
I wa-
know is you wasn't eating it.
and I wasn't. And she said, you gonna get hungry sooner or later. I'm thinking to myself, shit, I could wait a few hours. They ain't gonna be all night. Okay. So you broke up. So you broke up a friendship. Baby, she scared the hell out of me when she pulled that soup out that refrigerator. Talking about, you think I was playing? You gonna eat this soup? I was like, oh,
I thought
oh,
she had it frozen.
huh?
I thought you said she had it frozen.
Yeah, she pulled it out the freezer and
Okay.
heated it up
Mhm.
and said it came and was like, you thought I was playing? You gonna eat this soup? I was like, wait a minute. I was confused. She could have gave that to one of her kids. You wasn't gonna waste that. Don't
It
do
was
that.
about it was about breaking you
Principle.
and
It
putting
was
you, yeah, trying to
exact.
put you in your place. Like she's the adult, you're the child. You're gonna do
Exact.
that.
That's what that was all about. Yes, it
Hmm.
was. It was about you're the child. Listen,
Right.
you don't do that. You made me, and that's what she was saying. She was like, oh, she's spoiled. My mother was like, it's not about her being spoiled. I
Hmm.
mean, but you don't do that. That's crazy. I never would do that to any of your children.
People think that they don't have to respect children and teenagers and young adults. Then you do. You have to respect them. Now, I'm not saying that you bow down or anything like that, but children have feelings and thoughts and ideas themselves. And those children grow up to be adults like we did, like we
Exactly.
are. Okay. So clearly, I mean, everybody's not. So some people think that, well, this is how I was raised, so this is how I'm doing it. But you, on the other hand, you do have some people who say, you know what, this is how I was raised, and these are the things I didn't really like about it. So this is an area where I'm going to change. Yes, I like the way that I was raised in this aspect. I agree with this, but I don't agree with that. You know, and when you raise your own children, you apply what you want to apply and you change what you want to change. You don't, because first of all, every child's not the same.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And even when I'm even if my daughters like, they friends come over, I'm always that's not that I'm conforming to. I do ask like what they like to
Yeah.
eat, or
Right.
I do because I'm not about to waste my food.
Hmm.
Okay. Oh Lord.
I've always done it. Asking, well, what do
She
you want
was
for
J
dinner?
Truth. I
Especially if
do.
I'm gonna shop for something. I'm like, well, what do you guys want for dinner? And
Period, J Truth.
you know,
Right. I
and
was not her child to teach me that.
right,
Right. So
exactly.
that's not, and I
And that
wasn't
was
being
the issue.
disrespectful or nothing. It was like you didn't even ask me. You was like, are you hungry? Right? That
Hmm.
was the quiet. I can't remember. It was so many years ago, but it was something like that. You hungry? And of course I'm gonna say yes, right? I'm just saying you want something to eat. And I wasn't gonna go come in here like, what you got? What's this? Now that's disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm not disrespectful like that. But it was like, oh, are you hungry? What's something to eat? Because we was in there playing. And I said, yes, ma'am, or whatever. And then when we got to the table, it was the soup. And I was like, I was quiet for a while. And she was like, what's wrong? And I said, I said, "Oh, I don't." I was like, I don't like soup. That's what I said,
Hmm.
But
and
since
she
y'all
was.
speaking on the past, how you was raised, how do y'all feel about somebody else putting their hands on your child?
Oh, you must be.
Um,
I'm not even going there with that because you really don't want to hear. But oh no, no, I might incriminate myself.
No, you don't. I mean, it's like, people, it's a lot of people
Mm.
then and now make like they like children, but they actually don't. So you
mhm.
don't know. It could be your neighbor. Would you want your neighbor? But see, that's what that was going on then. Somebody else to come and tell me something about my child, but putting
So it
their
was
hands
kind
on
of
your
a
child.
little different from back then, right?
Yeah,
Till today. And as for me, I really didn't leave my children with too many people.
Nope.
So I don't. I must say, yeah. For me is a no because I didn't leave my children. I made it to a way where you know it was school, daycare, and me home.
That's
It
yeah.
was I didn't have out, yeah, and even for with my mom or anybody like my kids wasn't a lot of places. They were home. So
right.
for me,
They
it was a
wasn't out of
hell
your
no.
eyes,
It
but
was it was no because you
it
don't
wasn't
know them.
outside alone, like playing outside.
Exactly. Right. They
Okay.
weren't right. They didn't know. So you don't know them to
Yeah, my
even talk
mom.
about you was going to check them like that by putting your hand on them because you don't know them. They don't know you like that because
My
it was
mother.
always us.
Yeah,
So
they didn't
yeah.
play that at all.
Mhm.
Not even with my grandparents. They're like, if something's wrong, you tell me. I'll correct that.
Right.
You don't spank my kids. You don't do, and we really weren't doing we didn't do anything that warranted a spanking anyway.
Yeah,
But
I didn't. Yeah,
yeah,
I
we
didn't.
didn't do that really, but it's just something. I mean, I hear all these stories about people saying how back in the day your neighbors could whip you and all of that bullshit. Not back in my damn day, but I tell you what, now they could send you home. Is we had I called them my aunt, but Aunt Joanne, Miss Joanne, was her and my mother friends for 60 years. Um, and Aunt Joanne, like now, if she would see me or my sister, if we weren't, go home. You going home right now, and we knew to pick up our shit and go home. And that's what we did. Now she could send us home or she could kind of reprimand us, but she did it the right way.
Now, if it was my
Well, my
sister,
mother had
like my
permission.
sister, or like that, I mean, like I said, yeah, I just didn't have that. But now I have watched people, children. Listen, I'm gonna say this, and the only reason why I paused on it is because, see, I never really left my children with people.
Right.
So I didn't. But if you bring your kids in here and your kids come in here tearing up my shit and acting crazy, I'm gonna tap that ass. I'm not gonna try to hurt them, but they're not gonna come here. Then don't bring your kids here. So you
Exactly.
already, this is me. Don't bring your kids over. If you know you got unruly kids, okay, and
Mhm.
if you know your kids have no control, you shouldn't be leaving your kids with nobody. I'm gonna keep it real. I'm just saying, you should
Yeah.
not be leaving your kids with nobody if your kids is out of fucking control.
You know, if
Okay.
they're at home tearing up your shit, they're going to tear up somebody else's shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I know one thing, my God sister, listen, because she was listen,
I'm
her
gonna be
kids
in
used
the chat, Joe. See you later.
okay. All right,
Later.
thank you.
All
Later.
right.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I'll see
thanks
you,
for coming
Jeffrey.
up.
I'll be in the chat.
Okay. So she made the soup for the other kids. Yeah, she made the soup for the other kids too, Kimberly. Yeah, see, if you know your kids don't know how to listen and stuff like that, and I'm not talking about you sit there beating the heck out of somebody else's children now. I'm talking about, like pop,
Yeah.
but not sitting there, but yeah, my nieces and nephews, you damn right, they gonna get. My kids got they spankings. You out of control. You out of control. You ain't going.
And my favorite thing was a fly swatter. That's just enough to give you a little sting and let you know, you know.
Miss Hattie beat my ass. I deserve
A fly
it.
swatter. I bought one specifically for that, and I even put a piece of tape on it, and I said, "Do not kill flies." And everybody said, "Why wouldn't you kill flies with a fly swatter?" I said, "Because that's not for swatting flies; it's for swatting legs." Because I would get I catch them legs real good with that fly swatter real good. You know, it gets good flip action, like whoop, 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 whoop. That
Right, Jay. Right. You gotta see. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I don't. I'm not dealing with nobody else's kid. Listen, if my kids ain't coming in here being fresh and doing all of that, listen. One thing. Listen. You could call me a sergeant or whatever, but you ain't running in and out of my refrigerator all damn day long. You don't pay no bills and you ain't buying no food up in this piece. Okay. There's no need for a child to be in and out the refrigerator all day and all night. Okay. What you need?
Now you gotta chill. Did you see the comment that you just took from you gotta chill where she said, my kid's not bad outside my house, crazy but true. That's quite believable. And I'll tell you exactly what it is. Because here's the deal. They use up all their etiquette and manners and principles outside the house. And by the time they get home, they've done everything right. They're home and they cutting the damn food.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
And that's the truth.
Yep. Everybody would always say, "Oh my goodness, they have the most well-behaved children." And sometimes I'm like, who the hell was who are you talking about? This girl be terrorizing me in the house. You know,
Hey, Kimberly.
Hey, Jill. Hey, just read my book.
Hey, Kimberly Black.
How y'all
Thank
doing this
you.
beautiful Saturday?
Oh, good. Wonderful. I said I was only coming on here for 30 minutes. Y'all see what this is? 2 hours later.
I'm glad you're here.
Thank you. So I wanted, because you was talking about kids, unruly children when they come to your house, and I thought that just brought something to my memory. You know, I have some cousins, and they're like 20 or 30 years younger than myself, but they have young children now, right? And you know, sometimes when they would come by the house with the kids, you know, I have all kinds of stuff on my coffee table, stuff that's breakable or whatever. And you know, they kind of hate to come over. I know they do, because I'm not moving the shit. My house is not kids proof. No,
Right.
I'm not rearranging my furniture because your child wants to run around and do cartwheels in the house, inside the house. I'm not doing all of that. So, you know, I just thought that was very interesting, because, you know, I'd be telling them, and when you go over to their house, they got shit everywhere, toys everywhere, all on the floor. And I'm like, make them, you know, it's just a different generation. You know what I mean?
It
The
is.
way
And
people raise their kids now.
It's the generation. It's what were you, how were you raised, and what did you pass along, and what did you take a pass on? Because, you know, just like you said, Kimberly, like I remember this with my mother, and I was a kid, and there was another kid that came over. It was a friend of my mother's, and she had a daughter the same age as me. So me and Cammy were gonna play. I didn't mean to call her name. We were gonna play together while our mothers had their little girl time, right? And as soon as they came in, she started moving stuff. This broke up their friendship too. She started moving stuff. She said, "Oh no, because she gonna mess with that. That might break. That might break." And my mother said, put that back on my coffee table." So when Kimberly Black said stuff on her coffee table, she's like, "Yeah, put that back." She said, "Oh, because if it gets broken and I can't pay for it, and this and that." And then my mother said, "Wait a minute. There's no way." Look, she says, "You see these two children in here? Now they've been growing up around crystal and marble all their lives, and nothing's been broken. So evidently, your child should be able to do the same. She's not even supposed to be out here." I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, but see that's the thing. I think it's really sad because I used to get that a lot, and some of my friends be like, "Oh, here come the sergeant." They used to make fun. I said,
Mhm.
"I don't give a damn about you." Call. Listen, my kids ain't got. We in the supermarket. Your ass ain't running around up in here. We in the doctor's office. You ain't
Mhm.
running your ass around in here. It's sick people in here. We traveling. We somewhere. Listen, they know how to behave in public. They know. Listen, teach them what they supposed to be doing. It's not about no sergeant. Like why?
That's right.
Why is kids in here jumping up and down? We in the doctor's office. People sick. Don't nobody want that bullshit. I mean, I'm
Mhm.
just saying. And I said, or they in the supermarket and oh, but I'm just saying your kid, or you can't, they don't even want to. No, y'all got this twisted. You're my friend. You're not they fucking friend. You don't
Okay.
get it twisted. So I don't care. I raise my kids, don't take nothing from nobody. I don't give a fuck who they are. So yes, they looking at me to see, yeah, because I don't play that. My kids ain't running around begging for no dollars, 50 cents, none of that bullshit. I wish the hell you would.
Oh
And
Lord.
and so they didn't understand it. I said, that's not that. Listen, yeah, my parents raised me like that, but I didn't see nothing wrong with being raised like that. Your kids need to know to stay in a child's place.
No, it's
You-
called structure because
And
then when
it's
they get to
structure
school, when they get
because
to preschool and middle school and kindergarten or whatever, they don't
Mhm.
know how to sit down. Then they want to
exactly,
label your child,
exactly.
hyperactive and all that kind of stuff. It's because you didn't start them off like
Because you're
with.
not teaching them how
That's right.
to calm down. There's a place and a time to play. That means
Hmm.
park, home, even at home. There's certain areas you don't play.
That's
Okay,
right.
don't play in here. This ain't a play area.
Hmm.
Not to bounce no damn balls in here. Certain things is for outside. This is teaching order. This is a structural place. And people used to walk up and be like, "Oh my God, they are so well behaved." And I'm looking at them like they crazy. Why are they well behaved? Because they sitting there. Yeah, because my kids would be running around. And why? Why? Why are your fucking kids running around in this doctor's office? Why are they running around in this supermarket? People in here trying to shop, right? So somebody run into them with a card or something. Now you ready to fight, right?
Hmm.
You ready
Oh
to fight
yeah.
and doing all of this, but yet they had no business running around. You can't see behind these corners and these bins and all of this stuff, and these kids
Okay.
flying through and doing all that. But then somebody hit them with a cart, right? Then you ready to fight. No, they shouldn't have been running in here in the first place.
Right.
Yeah,
You
Or
know,
I
that
that's
agree.
you
that's
let
the
them
that's
sitting
the
on the bottom of the daggone cart, and it says, you're not supposed to let your
yeah.
child be on the bottom of that cart. You put them on the bottom of the
Mhm.
cart. They're doing shit and sticking their hands and legs in and out. They get hurt.
Period.
They want to
Period.
fight you.
Period. I just that's how my kids. So you could call me sergeant, you could call me whatever it is. I say, I bet you your kids know to come in my house and sit they fucking ass down.
Okay.
Okay, see, they play with you, they don't play with me.
There
And
you
they
go.
be sitting there. Why you don't do that over there at jailhouse? They sure don't see because they know the temperament. I ain't gotta
Hmm.
beat them. I ain't
Yep.
gotta scream and yell and all of that stuff. They see how my children behave. They see how things are ran here, and they follow instructions.
They
They
do.
they not stupid. That's
Hmm.
because you letting them run your household like that. That's why they do it when they home. Yeah, she said, y'all don't do that over there. I need to sing. No, you don't need to send them over here. Just tell them to don't do it.
And
That's
look,
it.
Jill, it's so funny because like when we go to have family dinners and stuff, we might go to a restaurant and they'll put their kids like in between, the little seat things that the little child seats for, and they'll be between me and their mama and their grandmother and whoever, and then they start acting a damn monkey in the damn place. Then they be saying, Kim, can you get them? Say
You
something to them.
can.
As soon as I say
Yeah,
one word, I don't have to raise my voice or
yeah.
nothing, or I don't even have to say anything. I look at them and they'll stop immediately.
Because
And
they
I'm like, I
know.
shouldn't have that kind of control
Mhm.
over your child.
They
You should
know
have that kind
better.
of control where you can just look at
Exactly.
them and they know to stop. That's
That's it. And I mean, but those was just certain things. And listen, even though my dad ain't never beat me, but just the sound of his voice, that pitch, I used to be terrified. He had to say nothing. All he had to do was say, Jill. I'm like, I'm already crying. Look, it was just because it's just certain things. It wasn't that I was scared either. It was that you knew you did something wrong, you in trouble. You know what I'm saying? It was just that respect. Like, I'm sorry, I won't do it. But that's the thing. Lead a child how they should be led. Exactly. And they will follow after. But if you let them run amok in my room, shaker, you let these kids run amok and doing all of this stuff, I'm saying that's what you're gonna have. But when other people come, you look about, they don't do. And now if y'all was home, y'all be all of this. I said, yeah, that's the point. They ain't home. Don't open my damn refrigerator. You brought something in there. I'm saying
refrigerator.
No, I'm talking about, you know how some kids, they will run back and forth in there. Then next thing you know, they talking about they tummy hurt, or they pissing up your bed because you in there drinking all damn day long. I'm not saying don't open my refrigerator, but I'm talking about the running back and forth, just getting appalling.
No, I'm talking about just the other children coming and opening your refrigerator.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. And talking about, well, why? My mom said this ain't your mom's house. I said, do you see my kids? See, I said, see, they know better. That's why they ain't come behind you. Do you see them behind you? They like, no, man. Oh, okay. Because they knew. They wanted to see if you tried it, was you going to get away with it? So they can look at me like, well, why they could get it? And we can't. You get y'all. That's what they was sent y'all. Look, they sent y'all up as the dummies. Look,
okay,
the test dummy. They like, well, we going in there to get some more because that was good. They like, oh yeah. I said, did they tell you not? She said, no. They said, you better ask her first. And I said, and you didn't think not to ask me? Do you think they were just telling you that for a reason? I said, so why do you think you need a whole big another, like you just finished drinking one and you about to stay the night? We don't do pissy beds here. I don't pee in the bed. I don't pee in the bed. Yeah, okay. And then this will be, I'm not saying you do, honey, but sometimes kids get a little confused and it's a new place, and then you forget where to go, and then next thing you know, you'll be peeing in the bed tonight. These beds cost too much money. Put that back. Now come back, give it a little 30, 40 minutes. Like, what are you doing that get some water at least? Oh, I don't like water. That sounds like a you problem. And I ain't doing that. Child. Keep your kids home. If they don't know how to listen, don't bring them over here. I'm not putting nothing up. And, that's how, and I tell my mom that too sometime. I'm like, well, Mom, these a bitch. She said, yeah, that's my grandbaby. That ain't my baby. Why I got to put my goodies up? I raised my kids. I said, Lord, I thought she was wrong at first, but I get it. She like, no, you teach your kids they ain't outside.
Mm-hmm.
You see all that glass over there, right? I said, but Mom, they baby. She said, and that's what you're for. I said, oh, okay. And that's how I learned. She wasn't wrong. She wasn't saying, I'm going to beat them if they break this. She was just giving me pointers like, okay, ain't you the mama? And you see that chart thing, you see that glass sitting over there, don't you see it? So what you need to be doing is monitoring and making sure, no, don't go over here, don't go over, you know what I mean? Get your kids. Get your kids.
When you just said, ain't you the mama? I'm telling you, that's why when I hear women complain about the way that their daughters dress, that's my same question. Aren't you the mother? Mm-hmm. They don't have a job, so you're the one buying their clothes, right?
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Same thing with the nails and all that. Listen, my girls wasn't running around here with tips and shit on at 14.
Mm-mm.
I'm like 14, 15 years. I said, what? Well, damn, what are we gonna share when they get older for us to do together? I'm just saying at an appropriate age. Now they got these nails on. Who paying for them to get their nails filled every 2-3 weeks? Who doing that? Child.
Look, we couldn't even wear color. We had the most we could get. You know that Sally Hansen hard as nails with that pinkish tint. It was see through. That's the
Yeah.
closest we got.
Yeah,
And
Me too.
me
I was
too.
happy when I got some Avon fingernail polish, child. I thought that was a
That's
treat.
that's all we was able to put on our that Sally's.
oh, my
I
first.
mean not Sally. Yeah, Sally. Is that what it is, Hanson? What's that?
Yep.
That hardner.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's Sally Hansen.
yeah, Sally Hanson. That's it.
That's it.
That we what
And if you wanted something on your lips, remember that big
Oh,
thing called Bonnie
hell no.
Bell? The Bonnie Bell?
Oh yeah, I couldn't have no tint, nothing. You're gonna get
That-
some
that-
Vaseline or
That
some
wasn't-
cocoa butter.
Yeah, the Bonnie Bell, it wasn't a tint, but it was just like a lip balm. But you remember how big it was? Like it looked like the size of a deodorant bottle.
No, the most
Nah,
you
I don't
getting is
remember
this
that
help
one.
me either.
Oh
Just my
man.
butt.
I don't remember that. All we was able to put on there is some petroleum jelly, petroleum jelly, some Vaseline, or some cocoa butter. Okay. Yeah. So I mean, even with that, and so it's just you just gotta be careful. That's all. Just to show them what they need to do to go the right way. It's
Yeah.
not about punishing. No child, a doctor's office is for people because you're sick. Okay,
Kids
supermarket is for you to shop, and a mall is for you to shop, and a restaurant is for you to sit down and eat, and come on now, no kids should be going running back and forth and running through the restaurant, running. Yeah, you gotta pee and stuff like that, but they don't pee like that at home.
Oh,
So
you know the
Eat
worst?
at the restaurant and you're in the booth and the kid is standing up in the booth peeping over at you.
child.
You know what the worst is? When they used to, when they still have them, those smorgasbords, and you go there to one of those smorgasbords, and all the kids is up there getting their food they self. I couldn't take that. That's one reason I don't do that anymore. But because they fixing their own plate and they just doing the most around
doing the
this
most.
smorgasbord. I say,
Ew.
hell no.
You gotta
It's bad
chill.
enough
I
with the
fed
grown
my
people,
kids
and you don't know
too.
if they washing their hands and shit well. They,
I fed my kids before we go anywhere as well, even for the holidays. Even I cook my food at home, okay? Before during Christmas, all that stuff. So if my kids didn't like something, or listen, you just never know, okay? So I always cook at home anyway before we go anywhere, or feed them before we get anywhere, so you ain't hungry and begging, acting like you. But you still got kids who will eat and still act like they ain't starving because they greedy. They greedy. I seen it, and my kids will do it too. You would be sitting there like, didn't y'all just eat? But they eyes big and they see something different.
They're active. They can eat like that. And
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's not that they hungry, or it's something that they wanted. It's something that they didn't have, but they know better to go in there and be like, oh, I'm hungry, like begging for something. No, so it's like, yeah, you just gotta teach. You see how all these children going missing and all of this stuff. This is why, my friends was like, Dad, Jill, is only $1. I wouldn't give a L if it's $1. They have to ask permission. Could they take it? No.
Oh, that's right.
No. And I said, and I asked you nicely, I said, I get it. Y'all are my friends. I get it. You are cool. I'm trying to teach them something different, because whether you my friend or not, they are not allowed to take nothing from nobody. You're my friend. You get that? And I said, and for you guys, I like you, don't offer it. That's how I started when I raised my children.
There
That's what
you
I
go.
asked my friend. Don't don't offer nothing to my children. You come through their mama. I
That's
don't
right.
care. And that's how it should be. You shouldn't be go. I don't care if you my friend or not. I don't care if you my brother. You should come over there, Jill. Could they have this? Jill, could I give? Yeah, yes, you should be asking me. No, because then they'll think it's okay. It's not okay for children to be
My,
taking stuff from people. Hey, chef.
my mother would look have that. She would have that talk with us on the way there, and then once we parked the car, she'd give you a refresher course. She'd say, "Now, if they offer you something, just say no, thank you." Blah 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 blah. Now she didn't say that everywhere, but when she said that, she meant it because she knew how these people were, with cleanliness and things. No, don't eat shit out of there. We're going to visit. We're gonna say hello, and then we're leaving.
My kids was
If they
straight.
offer
Listen,
you
they was
something,
already trained. Look, they was trained in the way
no,
they look my way. They be like,
take
"Oh,
nothing.
you need this." They look at me.
What we would do? Oh, let me tell you what my mother's friend had the nerve to
They
do.
used to look at me and they
We-
like, "Why are you looking at your mama? I'm talking to you." And they was like,
That's what
um,
she did. That's what
cause
That's what
that's
my mother's friend did. But I'm gonna tell you where she really messed up. She said she offered me and my sister something, and we looked at my mom, and she did this. She said, "Why are you looking at her? Don't listen to her. I said you could have it,
and my children will
girl."
still not budge. You hear
No,
me?
we
They
sure did, girl.
stand there. That's why I told you they used to tease me, talking about here come the sergeant. And I
Girl,
was that's what they call me because my kids will still be sitting there looking at me like, shit, you crazy? You ain't my mama.
hands. Girl, my sister, grandma, and me and my sister will hold the hands, and we sat down on that couch like slaves. We were like, We sat right. I don't care
Mm.
what she was saying, and we sat there holding hands on the couch.
Yeah, and
I
that's how
knew
your
that.
kids that's how your children should. I mean,
Yeah.
that's why these kids is off the hook today. Too many
Also,
charge, too many
yeah,
people in charge, too many
they-
people got
exactly. And they
orders and
also didn't play
telling
that
you what
mess.
to do.
Yeah, they
Shit.
also didn't play for us calling adults by their name. And we had
Oh
some that
hell.
would say, "Oh, call me so and so." And we knew better. My mom and dad didn't play that. You don't call them by their name.
I'm
It's,
just feeling. I don't see me. I can't do fresh kids. I can't fool with no fresh mind kid. You not about to finish my sentence. You ain't about to jump in my conversation. None of
woo,
that. Now, my kids knew. They ain't answer nothing. What? Oh, you talking to? Huh? Cause yeah, no, jumping in conversation. I ain't play that sitting in my no company is company. This is grown folks. Your ass supposed to be in the bed sleep, right? Or whatever. It ain't sitting in my company face while we sitting here talking. I just didn't play that stuff. Stay in the
right.
child's place for real. You not finishing my sentence. I be sitting here and we talking, and my friend, they kids are just coming, popping. No, mom, cause you what? So
Woo!
what is going on? And why they know that? You know what I'm saying? Kind of like
Mhm.
that stuff is crazy. So yeah, I have a real short talent. I mean,
Tolerance.
a tolerance for fresh. I don't do them fresh kids and all that other stuff. I can't do it. That's too grown. Some children just shouldn't be in conversations and knowing certain stuff. And I think, child, my lip would have been hanging to the floor. I ever did like that. My mother, and it'd be so quick. Next thing you know, they be looking like, why she crying? What happened? That's how quick my mother used to be. Pop! You
Mhm.
be sitting, yeah, they looking like, what happened? Did she fall? My mother like, anyway. So what? They be like, what happened? That's how quick she'll move. Pop real quick. Child, please. These kids now,
Mhm.
they be all in your business. They'll tell you when you get paid, how much your paycheck is. You was
Oh,
right on rent last month. Shit, these kids
Uh,
know. These kids know way too much. I can't. You're telling your kids too much. And how about you just let them be a kid though?
Yeah,
They
and you're
shouldn't
staying
be
too much
knowing.
around them too because they're hearing what you say. That's why they know what you're talking about. And
Yeah, and I mean they're not slow, and even though they understand what's going on, they just knew better not to be repeating. Like this is a A and B conversation. You better see your ass back in that goddamn room for you get smacked.
I knew shut up, but I'm gonna tell you, I was good. I was real quiet, and I would slip through and come down the hallway, and I would scoot around the corner, and I would be like behind. There was a space between the wall and the sofa, and I would come and slide back there, and I'd be hearing shit.
Yeah, Lynette, listen.
Under the table. I would get under the table too. Now I've been caught a couple of times
Not
because I
me.
was laughing, and
I
they said,
stayed in that room with Barbie, Cabbage Patch, and all the rest of them gang of goddamn people who did stuffed dolls and balls and Ken and
I had my Holly Hobby sewing machine and my
child, because I was too nervous. Like I don't even think I wanted to know. You know, I think that's basically I want to stay in my kids' world as long as I want to. Look, I don't want to know what they in there. They sound like they having a good ass time, long as they ain't in my face. Good. Now I could
that's why
look.
I wanted to know because I would be hearing them just laughing and kicking and stuff, and the music would be
Okay,
on
boo.
good. Shoot.
Thank you. You too, Kimberly. Thank you for coming up. I'm about to get
Absolutely.
off of this daggone thing, child. I'm on here. You giving me flashbacks. That's why I don't babysit. I hope my kids. I know they kids gonna be spoiled. I know they are, but all I could do is say, baby, if you don't tame them, you better not leave them over here.
I hear you. Oh, I don't like. Oh no, and here's what putting your feet on things. Oh God, no, you cannot put your feet on things.
Thanks, Kimberly. Have a wonderful weekend, boo. Yeah, putting feet on things and touching everything. Like I never went. I stayed still. I never roamed through nobody's house. We walked through the door. I stayed still. I was with my mom and followed her instructions or the host of the house. You know,
Mhm.
I'm not roaming through nobody's house. Child, listen, these kids is just all they ill mannered. And you can't blame the kids.
No,
You
it's
can't blame the kids. It's the parenting. It's not always the kid. Now you do have some kids who's just out of control, you know, and some of them have a little, you know, hyper. Some is
mm,
hyper than others.
mm,
Yes. We and I do. I understand that. You know what I'm saying? But most of the time it's not the kids. It's you know what I'm saying? It's the
yeah, you
parent.
can't blame them
You
because
can tell them what you lead a child the way they should go.
that's
That's
it.
what it is. And it's not hard. It's not hard because it's learned behavior. It's learned behavior. If you're not doing this or letting them run amok, it's okay to put some structure in your children life. It's okay to tell your children no, they can't have something or
Hmm.
they can't go somewhere or they can't do this right now. You
Right.
teach them the settings, you teach them these things, and they should know this already. They should know how to go out in public and behave, okay?
Hmm.
Because you taught them this already from a child. That's why some of these people don't know how to behave on the social media.
Child.
They ain't had no training either, okay?
Yeah.
Running amok, running out and talking crazy and all of that stuff. You can see some of this stuff
Yep.
because they weren't taught that. My kids, I'm thankful that I never ran into that. I don't see my kids on here doing. I'm thankful, thank God. I ain't gonna say
Amen.
that because sometimes you
Amen.
can teach a child how to. You can raise your child a certain way and they go laugh. So
Yeah,
I'm
but
not
once
going to
they're adults,
say
yeah,
that
once they're
for
adults,
everybody.
Yeah, you are not responsible for their actions and words and behaviors when they are adults. Now, one thing that you do have to remember, just like you said, train up a child in the way he should go. Now, no matter what, if one goes wayward, 9 times out of 10, they're going to come back to what you taught them. They're gonna say, okay, I tried this for a while, that's not really working. Let me go back. Let me do what my mother said. Let me do what my father said. You
Because
know?
that's not cute. And that's the thing. The problem is some parents think it's cute until they get older.
Yeah,
And
that
it
shit ain't
becomes a
cute.
problem. You think it's cute. That's how it start off. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
that's cute.
No,
No,
it's not.
no. I wish my little baby would tell me no. Girl, you know,
Okay.
listen, that's why I'm saying certain things you can
And
see it
kids
on here.
cussing.
They
That's
making videos out of the babies in the hands on the hips and the whining and the pumping and the
mm-hmm.
I wish, listen, that's why I said, but then when they get grown and start smacking the hell out of you, now you's a problem because now they telling you no and you to shut the hell up and you to go sit down somewhere and calling you bees and hoes and,
Okay.
and all types of stuff. So now it's a problem, but it wasn't a problem when you got that camera sitting in their face and taking pictures like, ooh, pretty lips with this pink
Really?
glossy lip gloss. I don't give a
Mm.
fuck what it is on there. It shouldn't have, only thing should be pink is they regular lips.
Okay.
If they lips chocolate, leave it chocolate. If they
That's it.
lips white, leave them white. What the hell? They don't need no shade to their lips. I
Nope.
mean, at no daggone toddler ages, they still shitting in their diaper. What they got lipstick on, lip gloss on for?
Look, chapstick or Bonnie Bell. I was
Okay.
so grateful to get that Bonnie Bell. I wanted that thing so bad.
So it's just that exactly the parents are still
With
acting
no
like
lip.
kids themselves. You are so right. You got to chill. So I mean, I just don't have the patience for no fresh kids. Okay, you ain't
Mm-mm.
gonna be telling me no. You ain't gonna be telling me what Miss Jackie had on yesterday. None of that. But you better sit down somewhere. Don't worry about Miss Jackie. You better worry about this Jackie stick
Okay.
right
So
here.
look, so look, eat this
And
graham cracker and drink this juice box and sit right here.
okay, it's
Okay.
just too much
What you want to
stuff.
see on TV? What you want to watch? You want to watch some Disney Channel? Okay, here you go. You want to go outside and play? Okay, come on, let's go outside and play.
Yes, Lynette. It's
I'll
too
sit
much.
outside,
It's
watch
too
you play.
grown.
Yeah,
It's
but you're
too
not gonna.
grown. We just have to really pay attention to what we are pouring into our children, what we expose our children ears and stuff to. I wasn't online and stuff like that raising my children. They didn't hear all this. I wouldn't dare anyway. I stopped watching. I stopped watching BT. I stopped listening to the radio, all of that because it was getting so raunchy.
Mhm.
I turned all of that stuff off raising my children. They'll tell you the Temptations, they'll tell you Mary J. Blige, a little something. They'll tell you, listen, sitting at the dock of the bay. Listen, my kids could tell you all the old schools. You hear me? Because
Mine
they
too.
know
Yep.
all of I turned all of, listen, I loved my hip hop. I loved my American girls can wine. And yeah, I loved all that stuff. But when you are living for other, and raising other and responsible for other human beings,
Mhm.
children, you got to cut some of that stuff out. I love listening to my stuff, but I had to stop watching those videos, stop doing this, and pour into them what I want them to see and what
That's
I
right.
want them to fall in love with and know about. So yes,
Right.
they grow up, they're gonna
We
find
are the
music,
example.
they're gonna hear that type of music in public, but they also gonna know the disrespect of the music and what is good music and what you
Mhm.
shouldn't be sitting here, you know,
Yeah.
singing out loud. I'm like, listen, if you can't sing that song in front of your mother, you got no business listening to it. right?
Okay,
And
that's
she
right.
like, yeah, you right. I'm like, right, because would you sing that out loud? You can't even sing 2 words from that song without going off the rail. Can you?
Mhm.
And I said, listen to the words. It's degrading you. So are
Yeah.
you hype? Are you hype? He calling you a bitch. You right? You hype? You like that? He said, shake your, and then they like, yeah, that is a little much. So
Yeah.
that's how I talk. Let's say it out loud. Say it out
That's
loud.
right.
Say it out loud. Listen to it.
Yeah.
Do you feel good popping yourself like that while he talking about? I'm gonna drag you. I'm gonna take you on the floor. I'm gonna put your head in.
Oh,
Listen to it. I'm just saying. But I
right.
get raw when it's time to get raw because these children, when they got of age, I'm like, I'm not telling you something. I'm teaching you something for your own
Mhm.
good. You have to have some respect for yourself. Listen to the words before you start singing or thinking you like it. The beat sound dope, right?
Mhm.
Because I had to catch myself. You
Me
know,
too.
certain stuff I didn't know because I be listening to the Virgin, the curse free virgin. So I
Right.
don't be knowing what they saying. So my kids be looking at me. I'm like, oh, I like this song. They like, you sure?
They had me.
Now they turned it around on me. Now that see, checking me. Talking about, you sure you like that song? You know what they saying, Ma? I'm like, what they saying? Hold on, let me play it for you.
Right. My
And so,
brother did that to me. I was telling him, I said, "What's the name of that song that goes da da da?" Like I was humming it to him, and he said, "Oh yeah, I know what that is." I said, "Yeah, what's the name? I want that song. That I
yeah,
like that." He said, "Are you sure?" I said,
right,
and they looked at each other, and I'm like, "What?" Because I mean, when you see two people trying to look at each other when you say something, you know something's up. So I'm like, they looked at each
right.
other.
You gotta
And I
chill.
said,
Me too.
"What's wrong?" He said it.
Yeah.
He said, "Are you sure you want to hear this?" I said, "Yeah."
Mhm. Hey,
Girl,
Bird Bird.
he put
Sorry,
the song on. He told me the name of the song, and he put it on. And when I tell you the
child.
filth that I heard. But see, I've been listening to, like you said, the radio version or the
Exactly.
Walmart version or whatever. Yeah. I'm like,
Yeah, and I was like, yeah, that says this. She put that on. I said, so it's just teaching them though.
yeah,
All you doing is opening their mind to let them know it's not normal to let someone degrade you. It's
exactly.
degrading. It's not okay for
No,
somebody to talk to you in these such manners and in it's not okay. And
no.
it's not okay to be walking down the street comfortable screaming out talking about I'm that bitch, you suck this that.
Girl.
I'm like, so listen to what they're saying. Do if would you let somebody come roll up on you talking to you like that?
Mhm.
No. I said, so why is it okay for you to be walking down the street? I'm not saying, but certain songs you shouldn't be proud to be walking down the street singing out loud.
No, you
Like,
shouldn't.
and you shouldn't even be proud to listen to it, but I get it. I get it. This is a
I mean,
different generation. I
no,
can't
I don't
control.
think it's a
I
generational thing. It's an ignorance and poor child rearing thing
I
because
mean it is, but what I'm trying to say is when that's all that's we can say that, but that they didn't have those options. The Temptations is not still at the showing down the block. The concert and Babyface and them are not still giving concerts and doing all of this stuff. I'm saying this is what is in their face right now. This is what they could go see. This is what who these are rappers or
you get
whatever they
what
are.
you want today.
These
Yeah.
are the things that this is the style, their era that they're growing up. Just like my mama ain't like Biggie and all of them either. So it's a cycle. So that's not true. It's a cycle. She
Mm,
didn't like big Biggie and yeah. Why you need to turn what? You know what I'm saying? She didn't like that. So it is but I still knew
see, yeah.
I still knew right from wrong and not sitting there. I'm not going to be sitting outside like, who the fuck is this? Page me. I'm not going to do that. Of course I'm not. But that's my joint though. You know what I'm saying? So you can't put all these restrictions on the children because time has changed.
Well, what
They
I have
are,
this
you can
like
just teach them how to, you know, how to use
yeah.
those things or how to present themselves. But shit, if Biggie was still alive, my 50-year-old would be right up in there. Boom, boom, boom.
Look at
Yeah,
you.
you know, I would. Yes, I would be in there
Now I
talking about.
got to tell you something. I got a couple of little. I
You
got a
sitting there and
couple of
talk
old
about fuck it,
animals
I
I
want
like.
to go to hell. I'm a piece of shit. It ain't no hard to fucking tell. I used to go. Oh, don't get me
Oh
started.
my
Oh,
God!
hold on now. I got saved,
Go
but I'm
ahead.
saying that was my era. I'm just
See, I
saying.
never.
I could say line for line, but I be into it like, hey, who shot you? Fucking with the.
Well, see, this is what I'm saying now. I know, like, I got a couple of songs that I
Oh,
enjoy,
man.
that, like my secret shames. I got a couple of songs that I know are not right, but I just like them. And so I
Yes,
understand what you're saying, but what I
yes,
do, like, there's only so much you can do. You can take every measure possible to protect
right.
your child from everything, what they see, what they hear, what they eat, what they wear, all of that. But once they step outside of your door, you don't see or know everything that they're doing, and you're gonna have to. So I use everything that I can, like, as a teaching moment. I never forget. I was so pissed off because I went in this store to go shopping for clothing. New place had opened up. I'm going in there, and they've got this music on. There's some serious rap and no bleeps. I'm like, first
Mhm.
of all, this is not the type of music. And so I'm like, okay, we need to get out of here. But I needed to explain to her what she just heard. So I use
Mhm.
everything as a teachable moment. If we're somewhere
Period.
yeah, that's what you have to
Because
do.
they're going to hear this. Their friends are going to be playing it. I don't want you to hide anything from me. I just want you to know what you're singing, what you're
Yeah.
representing, how to present certain things, how to be respectful with certain things. I can't tell you. I was a child too. And there
Mhm.
were songs that I shouldn't have been listening to. I was there, so I'm not trying to restrict you. I just want you to know how to use these and not to try to act out these
Oh my
things.
God.
I
Yes.
didn't want to act out these things. I took it as yes, yes. I knew Biggie was a hustler. I knew, you know what I'm saying,
Mhm.
Jay-Z. And yes, yes, yes. I was into all of that. I knew about all those, but am I gonna go act it out? No. I mean, I'm raised. I'm from the hood. I get it. It's hard times. Is it? I knew right from wrong though. I knew
Right.
I wasn't gonna go get me a brick. You know what I'm saying? I knew I wasn't gonna cut it up
You
and
wasn't
make
going to
it.
get no product.
Okay, I'm just saying, let's make it make sense. But you can't act like these things ain't going on and they're not gonna hear it. I don't want you to hide from me of
Right.
what you're doing because I want to be here to teach you.
Mhm.
If you're lost on something, and then I want to reinstill the values that I taught you. So no, I don't want you hiding this stuff. I want you to know, listen, all right, get turned up. Yeah, turn it up. Now turn it off. And
This,
let me
yeah, right. Uh-huh. And this is why you have to be
and this
honest
is
with
what it
the
is.
truth.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So
be
it's all
honest with the children.
a teaching lesson, a moment, and and you just got to be mindful. The kids are going to grow. They're going to bump into this stuff. We can't protect them. They go to school, they have to work, they have to live. You can't protect them from blocking their ears from everything, but what I
Nope.
can do is show you the way to go. I
That's right.
can't teach you how and what to do. I can't teach you how to be clean a home, wash dishes, be cleanliness, wash your ass. I could do. I could teach you all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? I could teach you this stuff, but it's a living, learning thing, and it's like you got to instill it in a child. They don't just grow up with this.
No.
They don't just come out the womb, and this is things that they're being taught. Either you teach it or you're gonna let the street teach it. Okay, what you
Lord.
gonna do? You gonna
And
let the street teach them, or you gonna teach them, and then it leaving somebody else? You don't want the wrong teacher now, because you got some teaching. They
and
have
that's
you
what I
have
said.
them on that corner. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
My mom, I got it from my mother, and I continue to use it. And I will tell anybody anytime. Um, I know that some things you need to explain to your children at a level of understanding
Doing
that
that.
they have, or what
Mhm.
they deem as age appropriate. But here's the thing: you have to be realistic. If a child is old enough to ask a question, they're old enough to be given an answer. Do you want them to get the answer from you, or from the school bus on the back, or from somebody else? Do you want?
Period.
That's what I'm talking about. So she's like, sometimes you're gonna have to forego what you want to present, and what is, and what you're gonna have to be honest with your children.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you have to do it. Yeah, you can tell them, what you shouldn't do, but you also, if you have your own experience with it, or trouble, or whatever, with whatever the topic is, you have to open yourself to your child and say, you know what? Yes, no, I don't want you to do that. Actually, I did do this before, and the outcome was this, or, well, I know that this is not what needs to be done. I just want to let you know. You don't want to sound like you're preachy, or have anything that sounds hypocritical, because if anything comes out later on down the line, the first thing they're going to say was, well, mom, well, you didn't say this, you told me
You
this.
didn't teach me. Exactly.
Right.
That is a lot of things. Listen, even when I know that I did, let me tell you something. Even when I know that I did show or I did teach, listen, you know that children are going to be children. They still try to say, well, I didn't know. Yes, you did. Yeah, you did. So they will still tell you in your face, well, no, I didn't know. Yeah. We had this conversation. But the most important part is when you know better, you do better. And
Well,
a lot of people are I'm saying, what I'm trying to say is, this is what I was about to add to that part. Here it is. When you know better, you do better, but you got a lot of people so busy being they so defensive that they're not listening. They're not learning better. They don't want to hear it, because it's kind of like they want to be right, and they feeling controlled. They feel like, oh, don't judge me. All this stuff they have in their head that they think, and we talked about this before, what is normal to us is not normal to other people. What's not normal to us is normal to someone else. So depending on their raising and upbringing and their surroundings and environmental environment, we are all growing in different places. So some people, they don't know better, because when you know better, you do better. But what if they don't know? You telling somebody that they live by all this time, so they may think the way you doing it is wrong. The
yeah,
way I'm raising is wrong. So that's where it comes into the
right.
confusement, and people don't want to listen. They're busy thinking, hey, and that's because you got some older people too who don't respect young adults. They talk at them, not to them.
Right. That's why
And
I was saying earlier, you have to respect them. Children do deserve respect. Teenagers, young adults, you do need to respect them. They have feelings too. You're laughing at me.
no, I'm laughing at you. Got to chill. Talk about, I feel like Jill used to hang with the hustlers.
Well, Jill,
Uh,
I did see you one time down on Flatbush. This
oh,
was back in the
you know
90s.
what I'm saying with my Kangos in the holes, you know. Now you know I don't talk like that.
See,
I'm,
that's the
I'm,
thing. I got a couple of songs that that I don't tell too much people that I like, but I like them. But
I
yeah,
do, you know. So it's you know, it's all about life. Let's grow. My daughter was looking at me crazy. Is her music? I'm serious. You know, we can't change it.
excuse me.
Jill, I want to hear a teenage story. Nah, ma'am. No, ma'am. Hey, what's up, Lions Pride? Hey, boo. Hey, happy Saturday. No, ma'am, you gotta chill.
We are not
I'm saying,
incriminating ourselves on this
I'm
good
not.
Saturday.
I sure ain't. I'm about to get up off of here and make me some dinner and enjoy my day. Just read my book. Do you know when you want to craft? Or
Yeah.
did you finish it?
Oh, you talking about that? No, I didn't finish it. It's still like it is. I thought you were
Okay,
talking
good.
about the
Because
other
I
thing
ain't
I was
finished mine
opening.
either.
But
Okay.
Jill, my
Yeah.
supplies came in. The stuff that I ordered to make the switchblade covers.
Oh,
Yes,
sookie
the stuff
now.
came in.
Well, let
Ooh.
me know which day you're gonna do your thing again so we can set that up. This been
Okay.
real, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I had a wonderful Saturday with y'all, and I really did. I gotta really get it myself together though. We've been on here for going on 3 hours, but this was a blessing though because I enjoyed TC, you, Foot Soldier, J Truth, Kimberly Black. Listen,
Kimberly, yeah.
and everybody in the chat, big up to you. Gotta chill because listen, I'm so glad that there is some good mamas out here still, you know, and I know there are that loving on their children, teaching their children. Lynette, you know,
Mhm.
Annie, everybody who's been here and contributing to this conversation because it is so important. We are losing our children
Oh Lord.
to just foolishness. And I love this. I love this engagement. Bird, 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 bird.
Hey, Bird. Well,
And
Jill, this was fun. I'm gonna
we
get
got to
up
do this
now.
again.
All
We
right.
got to do
You
this
take care.
again. We
Thanks for having
definitely
me.
will. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you for coming up. Just read my book. I appreciate you. So this has been a blast. Thank y'all for all coming up, contributing to the conversation. Look, you gotta chill. She gave me the cue. Talking about I want a teenage, I want a young Jill story. No, ma'am. I'm gonna check out on that. So on that note, you know, let's think, you know, if we can help one another, but we can only tell our experience and give, you know, advice, but we can't teach everybody how to, you know, raise their children. Raising children don't come with a pamphlet or a handbook or anything else. You got to just use your a better decision, a better mind thinking, and you know, decision making and all that stuff. So I hope y'all enjoy the rest of y'all weekend. Thank y'all for hanging out with me for this time. This been a grand old time. Okay. But I'm hungry, y'all. I gotta make me some food. Shout out to everybody in the building. Congratulations to those who got free memberships. I hope you think about staying. And I will see y'all on the next one. Thank you. I'm glad you all enjoyed this conversation. Until the next time, I will catch y'all on the next live. I love you. Stay blessed and peace out. Stay sucker free, y'all. Stay sucker free, 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 free. Shout out to my moderators and my members.